that's right here.
Oh.
Oh boy. Oh wow. That got weird fast.
Awesome. Okay.
We're diving straight into the weird tonight.
With no further introductions, let's get into the universe of Cold Suns. Should be some music playing.
There is some music playing. I will adjust accordingly once I... What do we think about there?
Good.
It always needs to be a little more loud than you would normally be comfortable with to come through.
So, the year is 2643. It is a time of great prosperity and technological achievement. It is also a time of conflict, tension, and inequality. In the 91 years following the Human Covenant War, mankind has spread amongst the stars with a reach never before thought possible. Most of humankind, including the Tauri of Earth and the communities formed by the former slaves of the Goa'uld, are united under the banner of the Unified Authority. Those who live on Earth and the inner colonies enjoy access to advanced technologies, medicine, and security. Even the poorest who live in these core worlds rarely want for the most basic amenities, while life in the other outer colonies and frontier worlds is much more harsh. Most people in these outer territories work dangerous jobs just to get by, and while many others would rather face these dangers rather than live under the protection of the Unified Authority. Crime, extortion, and danger are a sad fact of daily life, and enterprising freelancers, such as yourselves, can thrive by either exploiting or combating these dangers, depending on how you look at it. And yet, life is resilient, and across the galaxy, you'll find people on thousands of different worlds, space stations, and starships living together and hoping to carve out just a tiny piece for themselves. And with that, our attention is drawn to... If I can find the thing. Yeah.
Just imagining us doing that same scenario.
Every time?
Every time it's
Every
time.
time.
Every 5 episodes of the same introduction in the same scenario.
It's like you never are able to get away from it.
That's right.
Wonderful.
That's right.
We've all memorized it at this point.
Exactly.
Sing it
Like,
along
Chase,
with
please,
us.
we get it. We get the scene.
Do you though?
Space.
Music
the final
Frontier.
Rolling a d20.
For what?
Cassie,
That
you are roused to consciousness. Roused, yes. By a low buzzing. Bzz,
Get it together.
bzz,
Hey, he's what you. This is
Bzz.
on him.
bzz. After a brief moment of disorientation, you remember that you are sleeping in rental quarters on the space station Riltak Nor.
We're so professional.
We are
Just trying to load it.
off to a great start. An old Covenant mining station that has been repurposed into something of a floating city, deep within what used to be the Covenant Empire. Bzz. Bzz. The buzzing persists.
Hello,
As
Cassie.
like
Are we? Am I introducing my character? Do you want
Uh,
me to describe my character?
in 1 second. Yeah.
Okay.
So you hold the hand terminal up to your phone, and then you realize that it's a video call.
Okay.
And you can hear it's perfect, and you can hear like in your ear like, Cassie, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm not accepting video at this. I'm not going to
No.
put
Cassie.
video out at this time. But what's up?
Cassie, it's me. It's Amrita.
Oh hey.
Are you well?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Is now a good time to talk? I don't know what time it is wherever you are.
Neither do I. So that makes both of us. I'm more or less cogent now. What's up?
So if you look at the screen before you, you see the form of Amrita Langali. Her glossy black hair is tied up into a tight bun. She smiles at you, and her brilliant white teeth are in contrast to her light brown skin. You can see her crisp Unified Authority uniform and her body shifts as she adjusts her position in her seat. She says, "Well, if you're taking work, I have a potential contract for you."
All right.
You see her hands shift off screen, and the image of a Sarakan male appears on the hand terminal, filling where her face used to be. Sarakan are a reptilian race or species, though their DNA is similar enough to humans that the two are actually able to interbreed. And you know that Sarakan at one point had rescued a group of humans from the Goa'uld, making them look strikingly human. However, this particular Sarakan has a series of tattoos running up the left side of his neck, and the right side of his face gleams with a silver metal as a conspicuous cybernetics exists there, and his right eye is a crimson red. She says, "This is Durzo Rod, a thug from the planet of Heravor. 2 days ago, Durzo killed an undercover detective."
Yeah, slow the fuck down a second. What planet?
Heravor.
You can just send me these. You'll send me the details,
I will
right?
send you. Yes,
Yeah,
I will send you
Heravor.
the details. I'm trying to understand.
No chance I got that right, but go on.
That is fine. He killed an undercover detective. Unfortunately, this undercover detective was the son of a senator. Local authorities weren't able to catch Durzo before he hopped a freighter and cleared UA territory. Luckily, he was in a rush, slipped up, and got tagged. He's on his way to Rijimma. It's a planet owned by the TechCon group. We believe he's going to stay with his cousin.
What kind of senator are we talking?
He's a local senator from Heravor. He's
Right, but like there's senators and then there's senators.
He is a senator.
One more time.
A senator. You said there are senators and there are senators. He's the latter.
Right. So you actually want this guy caught?
Yes. And he's willing to fund a substantial amount of money to ensure that we do so. The details of the contract would be you apprehend Durzo Rod, bring him to Heravor alive. You will be paid 50,000 credits. You are free to assemble your own team, though you'll need to split the bounty with them. You'll be paid half up front and half when you deliver Durzo Rod alive to Heravor.
Supplies, etc.
You are free to procure them on your own. That is why we're supplying you with half up front.
Gotcha.
I've caught glimpses of intel. You've been busy out there in the black.
That's a word for it, yeah.
I trust you're up to the task.
Oh, you know I am.
That's what I like about you, Cassie.
Don't they all?
You know, Heravor's pretty close to Earth. Why didn't you swing by when you're in the system? How long has it been?
What, 30 years?
Has it been that
20.
long?
Yeah, it's been probably like 3 decades. I'm getting that right.
Yeah,
30,
you're right.
30, 40 years.
She says, you don't look like you've aged a day.
Yep. Perks.
Yeah.
Perks of a snake in the head. Shh, I didn't mean that. I did. I kind of did.
Makes it awkward.
It's okay. Take care of yourself out there, Cassie. I'll send you all the necessary details. As per usual, this contract enables you certain liberties when procuring or apprehending your suspect. You will be granted passage into Unified Authority territory. Simply present the contract to them and they will know what to do.
Sounds good.
I don't know how. They've been keeping the details pretty close to the chest, but be careful. He's dangerous.
Take care of yourself. I'll be in touch.
You too, Cass. And you see the brief red, black, and blue, black, and red standard of the Unified Authority flag before the connection terminates.
Dakiri rolls over in the bed, gives off a yawn. Who the frack calls in the middle of a sleep cycle?
Yeah, well, old contacts. We got a job.
I heard something, Senator, something contract, dangerous.
Yeah, sounds about right up our alley, right?
At least it wasn't Polak this time.
God, right?
What
Nice
does,
change of pace.
if there was an invisible camera in the room, what would these two characters look like?
Various states of dress, I'm assuming. Probably mostly undressed.
Tastefully under the sheet.
Which is why Cassie did not accept a video call that early in the morning. Or whatever it was. And Cassie has dark blonde hair past her shoulders. It is all disheveled at the moment. And strewn over on a chair across the room is a pair of faded black fatigues. There's various gear in a couple, just a few different places, not too spread out. Sorry. And she looks like she is around 30, early 30s, but Dakiri and the rest of the group knows that she's actually closer to 70, and she has a Tok'ra symbiote that she is blended with, named Kaljarel.
Dakiri?
And Dakiri has shoulder length, straight black hair, although it's probably not very straight right now. It's probably a bit wild. It's so dark, it reflects blue in the light. She's a Subaran, so intermixed in her hair are a dozen or so dark tan horns, symmetrically placed in a fashion that would be coveted by her people. Her face would be described as classically attractive were it not for a thin scar on the right side of her face. Upon closer inspection, that scar crosses her eye, and her pupil reflects a red light, exposing it as a prosthetic. She has incorporated dark black tattoos that look like long tapering flames that run from the jaw to the hairline that help to hide the worst of her scar tissue. I describe her attire, but I think it's strewn about the cabin wildly.
Yep.
Wonderful.
So, Cassie wipes some sleep from her blue eyes. I guess, coffee. And then phone calls. Yeah? Coffee, breakfast. What time is it? Brunch? Let's get some brunch.
You look at your hand terminal, and you would say it would be roughly mid-morning local time. You guys slept in a little bit, but you had a late night.
All right, Dakiri's up, start to get dressed.
Yep. I'm gonna send a little text message out to my buddy Drake. Tack and Droogle.
We'll go in that order. Drake, where would Drake be on Real Techno, a mining station at?
Well, here's the thing. It's a little different for me.
But not much.
Last night I kind of got a little bit too far in. I bet my monthly stipend of basic income, and I'm probably, a week's or month's worth of credits in the hole.
Yep.
There might be a few people looking for me. So what I did is I went ahead and shacked up with the best looking, the most available person, male or masculine figure I could find at the space station, and I am currently waking up Coyote Ugling it out of their apartment. Drake's an attractive guy, kind of wiry built, slender but well-muscled, has a surprising amount of strength to him. He's probably tall, he's probably 5'10". dirty blonde hair that is spiked up, not through any product, but just kind of naturally so, you might say.
Oh no.
And he wears very simple clothing that's kind of neutral tones, colors, browns and stuff, I think.
Gotcha.
And yeah, so I'm just crawling on out. I think he has a couple scars. Most of them are invisible though, and maybe even a couple tattoos. And I'm stealing some death sticks from my date.
Yeah.
And I'm crawling out of bed. I'm sneaking out,
As you
which I'm very good at.
like as you crust the door frame, your terminal in your pocket goes. And since this is actually one of the very free terminals, all the notification sounds are ads. So it says.
Oh no.
So
I
it
see
says
10 seconds of ads before I can answer the phone.
like loudly proclaiming for your. Exactly. Buy Jora Bland Death Sticks. The smoke the sticks around. Bow bow.
And I just get the variety and shut it before the person thinks up.
You find yourself in a pretty empty corridor. It's still actually relatively early in the habitat ring.
And then once the ad's done,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah?
It's just a text.
Oh! That would explain why it's not working.
knows how to
This is great.
Hey, I did that character intro.
This is on brand. I love it.
I love it.
What does the text say?
Yeah.
Got a job up for brunch.
Are you buying?
Client is.
10 seconds of ads.
Am I the only one who doesn't have ads?
Do you have money?
You have money.
Yeah.
A couple of you guys have money.
Anyone has? Yeah, I'm in debt. I have no money. Unfortunate. Wait, what'd you say? That the ads played and I forgot.
Client's buying.
Perf. And I send a cocktail emoji, smile.
But it's coming out of your portion.
Sad. Frown face. No money emoji. Shark emoji. Send.
This game, we're just gonna communicate emojis for the next 4 hours.
Hey, every time we do a text.
Meanwhile,
Perfect.
Tack. Where does this find you?
So, Tack would be sitting, probably people watching in the open corridor. So, non-conspicuously sitting, just watching people. There is a probably full standing height is 7 to 8 feet tall. It varies. If you looked really closely, they're wearing an orange and black jumpsuit. That underneath you can kind of see it like wriggling around a little bit. Dark gloves on, with standard arms. So right now I have 4 limbs. I have one of those masks on that is like like the happy and sad actor faces. So it's like a flat white one of like the happy one that's on with like a hat over it. And I'm just sitting there like we're watching people, observing.
And you're Your
Hello.
it's a text.
Oh.
How did you?
Who sends texts anymore?
People who are in various states of undress and dishevelment.
I love it. And you said you're watching people in the promenade.
Just in the promenade. Just as people go by. How may we be of service?
He dictates back to you.
I said there's a job.
Yes.
Come and have brunch. I'll talk about it there.
Perfect. I will be at the brunches.
Oh.
I see you.
And then, last but not least, Droogle. Where do we find you?
It's early in the morning, like normal sleeping hours.
Mm-hmm.
Probably sleeping somewhere moderately clean. And you would see a 5-limbed creature, so walking on a tripod with 2 arms normally, and wearing nothing all the time. Yep. So I'm playing a Draslite named Droogle. We keep making fun of them. They're a potato person. Imagine like an amorphous blob that can really just grow limbs at will and take them back in. You know, generally don't have lungs. So talking is special.
Yeah.
And we really just push air around. It's what we do.
Yeah. Out of your meat.
Yeah. Yep, that's one way to phrase it, Chase.
I mean, that's how humans work too, though.
You have a text.
But I do. So I would normally, I will send a text back.
Yeah, she's got an into 5, and she's very text savvy.
So not knowing any of that has happened, I will grow thumbs and text back.
Which are really, when you think about it, just smaller pseudopods.
Yes, they really are. Just but they don't make that noise ever. Really, unless we're talking about like Jello or.
In the cold vacuum of space, no one can hear them.
Good God.
What do you text back?
Is there really only one place to get brunch?
You guys have a regular place that you guys have met almost every time you start a job.
Oh,
There's only so many places I'm allowed in now, so it's just one place.
It's true.
Yeah.
The usual spot.
Yep.
She replies, "Yep."
Perfect. See you soon.
All right. As we cut back to it's Hadron's bar has actually expanded recently, and now offers breakfast menu items. It's part of their program to kind of rebrand. Even though it's early morning, the bazaar is already quite full, because really local time carries no real meaning whenever people are traveling. Reltec Nor, like I said before, used to be a mining station, but now it acts as somewhat of a floating city. You'll see people from all kinds of walks of life, species, and whatnot pass through here on business, pleasure, and anywhere in between. I would say probably Dakiri and Cassie made it there, and whoever wants to saunter in on your own time.
I've got a Bloody Mary and an Eggs Benedict. We're good.
So, we will stroll in slowly, riding along, and then slip into a chair.
Which face
Enter
do you have
table.
on when you get here?
The happy one.
The happy one
So
still?
the happy
Alright.
one,
I am going to sneak in.
Okay.
Yeah.
You wanna? Are you actively trying to?
Yes.
All right. Roll me a dexterity stealth. So if you have the stealth focus under
I do.
dexterity, you add a +2.
Hey, watch me stunt.
Great.
Yes,
And you did.
Did you?
For fuck's sake.
Yes. How many step points?
6.
You got
wow.
6. Oh, yes. Hold on. This actually does something.
Okay, but what's your total?
But did
though?
you succeed?
12. So actually a good chance I succeeded.
That's true.
Yes, I would say that you did succeed. That is that is pretty much a challenging check. Looking at your infiltration stunts, what do you do?
Fuck!
Storm the gate.
The old
So-
So what I will say, what I will do, cover my tracks,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna definitely just do cover my tracks, and I'm gonna do good instincts, I guess.
Perfect. So, just for those at home, stunts are one of the pretty cool mechanics within the modern age and Expanse role-playing system. So basically, if you roll doubles on your dice and you succeed on the check, you pull off some really cool cinematic move. So you just made yourself very hard to follow, evading anyone.
That's what I
imposing
wanted to do.
-2. Yeah. So you basically are able to mingle with the crowd and approach the group pretty much unaware, I would say, unless anyone's trying to actively try to spot.
I will just pop in there, and kind of out of nowhere, out of the crowd. Like, yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna slink down.
I imagine I'm fairly used to this behavior.
Correct.
I
Put my
spit,
hood over my
I
head.
spit take. That's one drink.
That's fine. I got paid yesterday. It's fine.
Always a good day when you get paid.
Yeah, it was income day. It's fine.
Nice.
So, who do we need to watch out for this time?
They're a loan shark.
Right.
Well,
I gathered that
yeah.
much. The shark and the emoji, like, that's not the first text you've sent me like that.
I didn't really catch a name. I was too busy swindling them.
I thought sharks
and
were
then
in the
kind of
water.
lost everything. What?
I thought sharks were in the water.
It's not literal. It's fine.
They're very much out in space.
Is
The water of space.
Is the job gonna
So
take
we'll
us
keep our eyes
off
open.
world? Or off station?
Yeah, most
Perfect.
definitely.
Perfect. So.
Are you all here?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, if you would like some more details of Cassie takes her hand terminal out, and the hologram kind of pops up in front of you, adjusting its orientation so each of you can read from the seated positions where you're at. So, the most important detail is Rijimma. Rijimma is a planet owned by the TechCon group. It is approximately 10,000 light years away. And then you need to return into Herivore, which is in UA space. That's, well, much further away.
What's the planet that it's at?
Rijimma. Rijimma.
Rijimma, got it.
Yep.
Left my heart in Rijimma.
The guy's name is Durzo.
There's a Rod.
Rod.
You're gonna have fun one with
R-H-A-D.
this one.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
Yeah, no, I definitely didn't spell it that way.
That's all good. You can see that the details say that he probably has some of his droogs with him, but otherwise he should be considered armed and dangerous.
His droogs?
Like Jugal?
No, like it's a slang term for gang member.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh
His
no,
droogs.
I didn't know that when I picked this name.
You strapped?
Are you a
Here we
gang
go.
member?
You rolling? You a gang member?
All you see is the potato look very confused and like shift whatever. Like,
Embarrassment potato.
Okay. Has gang buddies.
And the contract specifically says he is to be taken alive. So no
You
more
hear that
knockout.
one? So this part, you see this? You see this part? The alive part? Drake, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I'm
You see
reading
this
it.
alive part?
No.
Not like last time. You know, like when you
Cut the guy in half.
vivisected.
Okay, in my defense, when I was swinging the blade, I said... I said... Can't get the sense. I
with a
said-
straight face.
This is a knockout attack.
Your laser sword.
It didn't quite work. So next time I'll maybe use the butt end or force power or psyop non-copyrighted power.
That's right.
Silent.
Psi power.
Might be, you know, in order for us to actually get paid.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do
It
it.
doesn't say anything about the gang members, though.
Right.
Right?
No, it didn't detail.
They're not. Yeah. No details on those. So
I mean,
they get in our way. They get in our way.
I don't. It's not like. I mean, it's not. Listen, it's not like I enjoy killing. It's just like in the moment. It's when it's like kill or be killed. It's hard to let people live.
I can relate.
As you're
Because
reading,
you don't know if they're gonna like, you think you've knocked them out, you think they're gonna be down and out, and then
Right.
you turn your back and bam.
Right. Oh, we can cover each other.
as you read through the contract, you see that from the intel that they were able to provide, they believe that it's going to take Durzo approximately 21 standard days to get from Herivore to Rijimma.
So are we gonna head to Rijimma, or are we gonna try
Can we
to
beat him
catch
there then?
You could, if you get a fast enough transport.
It's gonna take him 21 days from now.
Correct.
Could we catch him in trajectory?
You could attempt that as well. Yeah. So you see, before you probably talking this through have a couple of options. You could make it to Rijimma before him, and just basically as you read through.
Are these planets on the map? Sorry.
They're not on the map, but I can show you roughly where they are.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
That could be fun.
So I'm going to use this snap to center thing. So Earth is basically here, and if you look in terms of light years, the station that you're on is under this G. So you're 34,000 light years from Earth.
We're there. Okay.
You go 10,000 light years that way, and that is where Rijimma is.
And then where's the other one?
And the place you have to go,
Well,
you have to take him back there.
no. Where's he heading from? I don't
Oh,
know.
he's heading from here?
Oh, he's heading from Earth.
He's heading from the space around the Unified Authority.
Okay.
Herivore, and this is easy information to look
Right.
up. Drugel is like basically pulling up the Wikipedia articles on every one of these things. Herivore is, it's basically a mid-rim planet or a middle colony planet of the Unified Authority. So he came from a human planet and is fleeing to Seracan space where there's no extradition
Understood.
treaty.
Psychotic Monk. That's actually Roll20, who sponsor our show Ghost of the Machine. Our friends at Roll20. That's what he's using.
That's right.
So you want to set scale.
I'm trying to
You
figure
can
out
set scales and use maps. It's pretty great.
what
It's
is
really
going
great.
on here. 1 second. I'm having-
Okay, so we can easily intercept him then, because if if we're there, this thing is here, their trajectory is here. We just do that.
Right. If we can discern definitively what
Right.
vehicle that they're on.
Right.
There's also something to be said for knowing that that's where they're headed and being able to set up as we please.
If we miss two, then
Do we know exactly on where in Rijimma they're going? Rijimma.
Yeah. When you pull up the details of Rijimma, Rijimma is actually a pretty backwater planet. It's an industrial planet. There's one transfer station in orbit. You
Perfect.
see that Rijimma is basically used for lithium exports. So you think that you could set up on base there, and based off of the bill of lading or the lading that they have, they would have to dock there to get to the planet.
And is this job on the up and up? I mean, he kidnapped the senator's son. Are we doing this on behalf of an authority?
Yes, he killed a senator's son.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
I apologize. Kill
Yeah, and you are being officially contracted by the one arm of the Unified Authority.
Perfect. So we go to the one transport system that he has to. Oh, thank you so much, Andy. That's
thank
Andy of Legend of Adventures. Thank you for the gifted subs, buddy.
Woo!
Wow.
That's
Thanks,
so
guys.
sweet.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that's seriously so great. Legend of
Thank you so
Adventures, check him
much.
out. And that is the
Yeah.
great Andini who streams sometimes on his own channel. Awesome, awesome guy. He does all their promo stuff. It's the greatest thing on earth.
They're awesome.
He cracks me up. Okay, so we just set up in their transfer station because that's the one they get to go to, and we're acting on authority. We can just buck him up when he arrives.
Would I know, with it being an industrial planet, it's a little bit backwater, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it would be a good planet to have like a secondary secret docking station at, or transfer station for like seedy activity, right?
Yeah.
So, could I check whatever the seedy part of the internet would be in
Yeah.
this universe?
The deep net. What's it
Yeah.
called? The deep
Dark
net,
web.
whatever.
Yeah.
Deep dark web. There you go.
Dark web.
Whatever it's
Yikes.
whatever it's called, that would be like, tell me if there's rumors of like a secondary transfer station for sketchy people that kill senator sons.
Yeah. So I would like you to roll me an intelligence check. That would be an intelligence research check, but I'm going to give you a +1 to the roll based off of just your proficiency with technology and whatnot.
Okay, so I have a 5 in intelligence. How many of these dice am I
So
rolling?
you're going to roll 3d6.
Okay.
You're going to add 5, which is your intelligence score, and I'm
Okay.
giving you an additional +1 just because it's like a circumstance bonus.
So I'm gonna do 6.
3d6 plus 6.
Oh god. And then I give you the total. Yo, I do a thing.
You
Shit.
stunted?
So I have double 2s.
Cool.
Oh, and I forgot to pick one of these as my stunt dice.
Let's just make it the red one.
Okay, good, because that one's got the most points on it. Thank you. So you said I get to add 6 to a thing, so I'm at 14 if I
Excellent.
add them all together.
Got it.
And then which section of stunts do we do?
This would be, I would probably say it's an investigation stunt.
Oh, Christ. Okay.
Is that in here? Oh, actually, I don't think investigation stunts. I would just use exploration stunts.
Exploration.
There's
Let me go
investigation
back to the
stunts.
Is there?
page.
Yeah.
Oh, what page is that?
Oh, were they all the
103.
way down? 103? Okay,
103.
I'm a moving to 103. There's 99.
I thought I included it, but it's not in my stack, so
It's not in my
I thought
stack
maybe I left it
either?
out.
So I have the thingy on my
There you go.
shenanigans.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Perfect.
So that's totally a statement, people.
You have a
thingy
thing
my
on your shenanigans.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Cool.
We're ready.
Where else would you have it?
I know. Okay,
Boy.
so I have 5 options. I have aha, flashback, intuition, lucky break, down the rabbit hole, and breakthrough.
Mhm.
So give me a quick second to peruse, and then I will read one for the group. And I've got 4 dice, so I can't have breakthrough. Okay. Answer. Ooh.
Down the rabbit hole sounds appropriate.
It does.
Yeah, do it down the rabbit hole.
Wonders of
Give me a second. It's number 4 of 5. So.
4.
Yeah.
She reveals a fact. Test fails to fortuitously to putting 2 and 2 together later. If this test leads down the rabbit hole, if this test leads to a reveal, the GM also provides a brand new lead about a new subject that will lead to greater rewards. Sure, let's do that one. As a whole 4 points, I have 14 thingamabobs total, and I will
Perfect.
always use the red dice for my stun dice.
So the first thing that you see is the specific thing that you're researching is like, are there any secret hidey holes or secret space stations on Rijimma? There is basically a very shady landing pad.
Nice.
But what you're
Gotta
doing
give
is
it up.
yeah, exactly. But what you connect is that he was in such a hurry. Durzo hopped on an actual booked flight, which is why there is a flight plan and all that. So he's got no option. Like his best bet will be to take a shuttle down to that landing pad.
Wow.
So if you beat him there, he will never make it there.
So, but we could secretly get onto the planet through the shady pad
You could.
to the real one, so he wouldn't have any idea that anyone would be waiting for him.
That would work. Yep. Another thing that you figure out with that whole like that new lead that you make. So basically, what you're doing is you start to throw this into, I guess you'd call it like a machine learning program to try to make some spurious connections. And so you start to throw in data points from Herivore, and you start to get leads in terms of the death of Jared Trost. And one of the things that you see is that he seemed to have been electrocuted.
Oh.
Oh, that's really gross.
Wait a minute. Electrocuted?
He was electrocuted.
So as you guys see me doing all these things over here, you see this like, it's like
There's some graphic
freak out.
hollow photos.
What's that?
Can't do the voice.
Electrocuted! Dark web!
That's spot on.
You see,
It was the arm around the chair that made it art.
It Yep. Yep.
I have my moments, guys. That's pretty much all I've got. So as Drugel in their breathy voice, because they really have no lungs, they just intake air and then shove it towards other people. I would share all of that information with you guys, and then give you the idea of, so the guy that we're after electrocuted the guy he killed.
Senator's son. Yep.
Yep. And at Jared Trost,
that's it.
I would give the name if we didn't already have it. And there is a secondary landing pad on Regina. that is not official, that we could use to sneak onto the planet to really, really surprise him. He is also on a chartered flight, just like a normal guy. Not like a creepy senator killing dude. He's just on a chartered flight, and so the only landing pad that he can use really is the main one. I think that was everything.
Yeah. Are there photos of the victim and the electrocution?
So there's
I'll
one.
close them as quickly as possible.
Can I see them?
Yes, and I'll share any photos that I have of the person that we're looking for, so we know what he looks like,
No,
and the victim.
So you flick your wrist or your pseudopod and a picture of. It
Just
looks
one second. I just gotta let the ads play.
I'll fix that for you at some point.
Thanks.
By and large.
So at some point, if there's downtime, I'll hack his thing so it doesn't have ads.
Awesome.
I'll install ad blocker for him.
Sounds good.
Please tell me that you prepared a bunch of jingles.
I did.
Did
I
you?
did.
Oh my god!
What's this one?
Yeah.
It says, by and large, like, are you feeling hungover, dried out? Take by and large's rejuvenation pill in the morning. They're all targeted ads, by the way.
Yeah.
Stop by your local synthesis station today.
I don't know why I played that one. I think it's this. You know, this used to be my cousin's. Anyway.
Yeah, they should know that you never sober up enough to be hungover.
Correct.
So the picture of Jared Trost you see, you can tell that he was wearing what appears to be some kind of, I guess you'd call it, for lack of a better word, like a gangster's outfit. You can tell he was undercover.
Yeah.
He's a kind of lighter complexion, actually very pale. Now that you see it, male with short cropped black hair and piercing blue eyes, but they seem to be like locked open in this like terrified stare. You can see burst blood vessels in his eyes. And you can see like a telltale pattern of electricity scorching across his face.
Have I seen this kind of thing before?
You have.
Well, whoever did this, if it was in fact what the hell was the guy's name?
Durzo Rod.
If it was him, either he's a sorcerer or one of his underlings is.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. Pretty advanced, by the way it looks.
Gonna make taking him alive a lot more difficult. Probably should negotiate for better pay.
Give it a try.
You would not be opposed to that?
I'm gonna message. So, I think you might have left a few key details out there. When were you planning on letting me know how they died? How they were killed?
You send a message out? Are you trying to like do a live call, or are you trying to send a message?
No, just a message.
Okay. Just in the crowd.
There will be no scenes in this game.
Yeah.
No
I
live
mean,
calls.
we could do a live call. I just am not gonna do it during brunch.
After I would say about 10 seconds, and as you're sitting there, like, you know when you send a text to someone and you get bored, or not bored, annoyed that they don't text you back immediately, you remark to yourself that this is traveling through wave space over like 34,000 light years. Mm-hmm. It would have taken 34,000 years for this message to reach her if you didn't have access to technology. And then your hand terminal dings.
Uh-huh.
And you can see her face, and she says, they kept it pretty light on details. They said that there was something unusual, but the Oni spooks came in and swept away the body.
Yeah.
Why? Do you know something?
Yeah, you know that Hokan religion?
Christianity?
No, the other one.
You're going to have to narrow it down.
Your bro was fried.
Oh, and you see her eyes, and she says one moment, and you like watch her like tap off screen, and a little black border appears around her face, showing a level of encryption. And she says, "Would you repeat that?"
Your bro was fried.
You have reason to suspect that
Yes.
Durzo. Do you have any evidence that you could use to corroborate that story?
I can
I
send you
mean-
the picture.
Yeah, potentially. I'm gonna hang on to it for now. What would be in that for me?
If you are able to fulfill the terms of the contract and bring Durzo in alive, I would say an extra 25,000 credits.
Alive's gonna be tough with this one.
Think you're up to the challenge? And O'Neill?
That's right. But I got a lot of people barking down my door for my particular set of skills.
Roll me a.
Why should I put myself in extra harm's way?
I want you to roll me a communication check.
Yeah.
This is persuasion, and
'Kay.
you we've invoked your reputation, so add
Yes.
+2 to it.
All right. I did not stunt, just so that you're aware.
I'm looking forward to that.
Super happy. I like how everyone else stunts.
Sucks to suck.
I'm not irritated by that at all.
The real
What is that?
First roll. Where's our North Storm?
You said a +2 for my
Mhm.
reputation? 15.
15.
That's right.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, you're good. So her eyes kind of narrow at you, and she says, "Okay, fine. Make it an even 100,000.
Sounds more like it.
But you must bring him alive." And then she says, "I'm going to unencrypt the communication now, and we will resume our communication as normal."
All right.
Shoots the button, the little black border goes away.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Quinn, for the raid.
Oh,
Thank you.
Look, there it is.
Quinn's
Party
raid.
of 5. Party of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buddy was fried out of his mind. It looked like he was on some sort of new drug.
Well, you know what they say. Those who are destitute resort to those kinds of vices. That only makes him more dangerous. I would just recommend you be careful.
All right.
Good luck.
Yep. Thanks. Let me know when you find out what kind of side effects that new drug has.
I'll do my best.
Thanks.
You see the standard of the Unified Authority flag before the connection is disconnected.
Yeah. Got her paid doubles. We're good.
Good.
Perfect.
Good.
You gonna be okay with this one?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I've got. I'm on my second Bloody Mary, so we're good.
I mean, any day you're into your second Bloody Mary is a good day.
It's on your tab.
Correct. I'll be dipping out.
You see as the bartender, not the bartender, the waiter walks up, and it's a familiar looking Ferengi, and he just kind of like squints his eyes at you.
Oh, is this the same one?
And he puts it down.
Damn it.
He walks back behind like the bar service area, and he's just standing there like studiously cleaning his glass, looking in your direction.
Just like it was an honest mistake. Kill you.
As he walks into the
I'll declare a knockout.
I was
on your
waiting for
ass.
that.
Oh, boy howdy. Oh. Oof. All right.
I really wish we weren't going up against a sorcerer. It's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Is there anything we can do
20,000
to?
credits.
Anything we could do to tip the scales in our benefit?
That was never my skill. They had like, I don't know, I forget what they call it. I forget what they call them, censors or the people who disciplined us, but that was never my skill. People who controlled us, that was never my skill.
What kind of gear would I be familiar with that it would exist in the world that could help with this sort of situation?
Roll me an intelligence tactics.
All right. Can I help with the powers of the internet?
Yeah.
Cool.
How do I do that?
Roll me an intelligence research. So just the +6 again.
I can't believe there's a 5 in it.
So we're helping.
Jesus.
She's helping you.
Right.
She's helping you.
So she's going to roll. If
Oh,
she hits the
okay.
target number, then she gets to add her stunt dice to your roll.
I'm just asking how helping works.
Well, you stunted at least, sort of.
Oh no! What'd you roll?
Is it all ones?
All ones.
It's an 8, right?
That's a 9. That's
No.
3 plus 6.
No.
Unfortunately, that does not succeed. You start looking around like you're quickly looking, but there's a lot of misinformation on the internet. And Cassie, what was your intelligence
My total
tactics check?
is 12.
12. You're racking your brain and you're like, well, you know, the PsyOps program or the Office of Naval Intelligence, I mean, you know that they have like neural blockers and, you know, that kind of stuff, but that's black tech gear. I mean, it's expensive, rare, and illegal.
Okay.
And that's basically a thing you put on the person's head to keep them knocked down.
Okay. It's expensive, rare, and illegal.
Yeah.
Cool.
Listen, at the end of the day, sorcerers, I mean, they can do things, but shoot them enough, take them by surprise, they mostly rely on the same senses and bodies that we all do.
If we have the drop on them, we should have no issue then.
Well, yeah, assuming they're not, like, specialized in out-of-body sensory
Right.
and detection
All
of
of
psychic
that.
presences.
That's what I was worried about.
Yeah.
From the travelogues before, did it look like Zudo, Rod, whatever his name was traveling alone or with people?
Indicated that there was nothing on the flight plan, but they had reason to suspect that he had people with him as droogs, as they called it. There was not a number.
But the how I figured out that he was on the commercial flight. The commercial flight didn't have any like passenger lists
Right.
that we could look at and
He was
maybe
listed.
identify.
He was listed as a John Doe with about 300 kilos of cargo with him,
Oh, neato.
which could be roughly 3 people worth of meat if you were to add up that many kilos.
That's a weird sentence I never thought I'd hear.
Can I try to, like, I mean, can we maybe get some knockout gas?
Yeah, you can try to find some knockout gas. Go for it.
Let's do that.
So I need you to make. If you guys are done, you pay your tab. Roll me.
Do we though?
Well, this I don't want to do something as I would say this falls squarely within what for like these 3 is okay. You 2 would have a problem with this if you were trying. Oh, you didn't eat.
We didn't eat anything.
Oh.
Unless I kept asking for silverware.
Oh, they didn't serve.
Do you eat metal?
Yeah.
Seem to have dropped mine.
I need to do
So
so.
if Cassie's picking up the tab or whatever, it's not a challenge for you. You guys got income.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drake would be sneaking off though.
Correct.
That's right.
Yeah. So, so you're looking to see if you could buy any kind of knockout gas or anything like that.
No.
I guess this would be what I call a challenge test because first you're going to have to find somebody that's trying to sell something like that on
Okay.
the station.
Cool.
So I need you to roll me a communication. Let's see.
Doesn't matter, I don't have it.
Okay, just roll me a
Unless it's
communication.
leadership.
Yep, roll me a communication.
Leading the.
It's stunted. Hey, if I succeeded, I probably didn't succeed. What is that? Oh, okay. 10.
So you're kind of wandering around the promenade in some of the more remote areas, kind of like near the casino and whatnot. At one
With my
point,
line of work, I don't have any bonus?
sorry.
Okay.
You walk up to a Ferengi and you start trying to like subtly like, hey, you got any?
You got any self-sealing stim bolts?
And he says, leave me the fuck alone. And he just kind of wanders off. You see he's got a tattoo on his forehead, and he goes into the casino.
I curse at him in Ferengi.
Yeah. You literally do curse Edmund for it.
Correct, yes.
Sorry. Lead came back cold.
It's fine. Didn't want him anyway.
It just took time from the stream. I'm kidding. Yeah, you did your best.
Okay. It's
So what do
gonna
you
be a
guys
lot
wanna
of this on this stream.
all
You did
good.
your best.
You did your best.
Did we though? Alright. I don't know. I don't have any other ideas. You wanna just hit the road? What's our plan? Just to cut him off at the pass? Set up shop before they get there?
Yeah, I mean, if we get the drop on him, that's quite a lot.
An ambush would be to our benefit.
Remember, we have 2 options to come into port.
Ikeda, you're looking, and you're looking at the slip space lanes between here and Rijimma.
Mm-hmm.
You're guessing you're going to need at least, at minimum, slightly better than a class 7.5 ship, like
Okay.
a slip space drive. That would get you there in 20 days without much room to
So we
spare.
would need a 7.6 class.
Yep, it goes the other
I
direction.
don't know how this works.
It goes the other direction.
You
So
just spit a
7.4.
number at us and I don't know what
7.4.
it means.
7.4.
Okay.
7.4 would get you there in 20 days.
That sounds right.
Okay, do I see any on the
Math
board that
checks
match
out.
that?
So you pull up on the board and you do see that there are currently 2 ships listed as going there. You see one that belongs to a female Jaffa named Massam. It looks like, based off of, you're just looking at the specs of the ship, that they could get you there in about 11 days. You see one for a man named Jernal. It's an automated transfer barge. It would get you there in 24 days, so after the fact. But I want you to roll me an intelligence check and add your piloting focus to it.
Okay. It could be a stunt, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. Given your line of work, you know that a lot of times the boards they take a commission for any job that's done. If you go down to the docks and ask around, you can usually find somebody who'll get you there off the books for less.
Okay, I relay that to Cassie. We might need your communication skills to cut down some of the costs.
Sounds good. I think I can handle that one.
All right. You guys make your way to the cargo deck, docking ring. Ask around.
Sure.
Awesome. Let me move this 1 second. Everyone having fun so far?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I like not railroading you guys into like a specific thing. It's nice.
It's a change of pace for you, Chase.
I know. I mean, in any of my campaigns, my Normie games, any of that.
We're making.
So as you guys make your way out, Reltech Nor is kind of like a wheel with a hub in the center, so the promenade is kind of towards the center and some smaller rings. You make your way out to the outermost ring, so like the edge of the wheel to where the docking ring is. You start moving more towards the industrial side of the docking ring, because that's usually the people that are looking for some below the table fares. Below the table.
Below the table fares.
Like when you paying somebody.
Oh,
below
I
the
get
table.
you.
Yeah, just
Below
when
the
you
table.
get
You go
someone,
below-
like work
You go
out.
below the table.
Yeah, you gotta get both hands under there to really.
Drake. So if it's a below the table fare, does Drake have to do something?
Roll me a dexterity check.
Oh boy. Fail.
Do you have a focus in performance?
Grappling?
So you make your way, and you can see a series of ships, and there's basically there is a seedy-looking bar off to the side where you would say about 3 or 4 denizens are inside having drinks.
Okay.
You know that this is kind of where people hang out that are blue collar when they're here on the station. You've spent many a late night hanging out here before you started hitting some of your bigger jobs.
Okay. So I point out the bar to the group.
If you guys approach and walk in, standing behind the bar is actually a familiar-looking Tuya male. Tuya actually come from pretty far away in the galaxy. They're semi-rare here. Jirak has gotten kind of a reputation just because he's unique and different. He's got light blue skin, and he's got like a single tail that he just kind of wears around his neck like a scarf. He's got sharp teeth and red eyes, and he just sees you as you walk in. He's like, just gives you a nod, just cleaning the glass.
I give him a wink, and I do my usual, which is to find the music device and put on the most obnoxious, blaring, fast-paced music I can find.
Okay, let's see if I can.
In the
Maybe
middle of
you
the
wait
morning.
until after we negotiated.
Jesus.
Make this harder for me.
And welcome, Marahishi66, and enjoy the sub.
Aw.
Nice.
This music starts to play.
Are we in a nightclub? I missed this shit.
You walked into a bar, and
Oh,
he, like,
nice.
I
he
make
wouldn't
every
put
bar a
this
nightclub.
onto a.
Dakiri's me.
It's still morning.
It's like 9:30.
So like
a.m.
some of the some of the patrons turn over and like just kind of look at you and go back to their drinks, and one of them's eating breakfast. As you survey the room, you see no real familiar faces. You see a couple of humans, and you see an Ungoi sitting over in the corner. Ungoi are about 4.5 feet tall, or I would say 1.5 meters tall. They have like chitinous gray skin, and you know one of the most unique things about them is they breathe methane. So it's got a normal backpack and like a mask going to its face, but it's got like the breather part like tossed over its shoulder, and you see it like digging into food, and then every once in a while it puts the thing back into its mouth and then throws it back over its shoulder and is eating food.
And now I know they're much bigger than what I once thought.
Yeah. You know, if one gets angry, it can rip your arm off.
Yeah.
So.
All you see is this potato at the bar that has elongated its legs to not have to sit, but just kind of stand at the bar.
The potato shuffle.
That's wonderful. A gentle rippling. So what do you do?
I'll sidle up to the bar with Dakiri, next to Dakiri, and
Drax looks to Dakiri and says, "Can I get you the usual?"
I just nod. I'm still dancing.
And you?
I think I need the Dakiri special.
2 sweaty Jirahane coming right up.
No.
It was a bubbly thing the last time, wasn't it?
Oh, you want the Ungoi Fizz? He turns and looks at you.
Are these drinks?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I did not mean a drink,
Oh.
but I also did not mean that.
Speak plainly.
We need to get somewhere, and we need to get there fast.
Oh. Well, why didn't you say so?
I figured the Dakiri special meant that.
I mean, Dakiri's one of the fastest pilots there is, but,
Right.
I mean, you got her.
Yes. Her.
Oh, you need a ship.
There it is.
Okay.
Bright one. Bright one, this guy. I'm Cassie. Nice to meet you.
Charming one.
Yeah.
Jirak. Yeah. Well, I don't know of any, I guess you'd call them loose ships, but he gestures over to the Ungoi that's like heartily digging into his bowl of soup, and he says, "I know that he's looking for work.
What about the ship, though?
He's got a ship.
Is it fast?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
How fast?
Did the Kessel run in 12 parsecs?
You have to ask him.
Bullshit!
I
I don't believe that.
know that he's good
That
for.
heap of space junk.
I know that's been fast enough to keep him out of trouble. I'd ask him. What am I, his broker?
You want me to,
I mean, I thought you knew shit. Anyway, I just leave.
you want me to soften him up? The young goalie.
Is that something that you'd like to do?
No, I'm just saying. People like me.
As
Yes.
he says this, and
Yeah.
I just kind of bump him.
See?
Give it a shot. Go for it.
If you want. I mean, I'm perfectly fine talking to him, too. Either way.
I'm just curious about something.
Might be the first time you've made anyone soft.
There it is.
Well, he is an ungoy, so he's naturally hard.
Takes about 45 minutes. I'm gonna saunter over.
12 to 45.
I was gonna say 12 parsecs in my brain. I'm gonna saunter on over to the young goalie. Sit next to them.
Looks over at you with his. You can see he's got dark gray mottled, like chitinous skin. His forearms are huge. They're like bigger around than like a man's thighs. And he kind of stops to look at you with his clawed forearms. And can I help you?
What's up?
Oh boy.
He takes
go
like he
real
reaches
well.
kind of behind himself without like breaking eye contact with you and fumbles around a little bit and gets his breath mask and puts it in his mouth and says, I'm eating my breakfast. What do you want?
Yeah, we just had brunch.
Sounds nice. What'd you have?
I had two Bloody Marys and a cigarette.
Oh, that sounds nice. And you can tell he's speaking perfect human basic.
Oh, good. Yeah, it was nice. So, what do you got there?
Oh, it's a delicacy from my home planet. It's ground up algae and lichen, and it's served in a warm broth. They call it sploo.
Oh, sounds good.
You know what? He like holds some up to you.
Oh boy.
Like
Yes.
Wow.
I'll eat some.
it's coming in the docking bay. And he like dumps it on your tongue.
Oh help.
It's got like have you ever eaten like those shrimp chips that just taste like a sorbically like shrimp, like crustacean? Yeah.
Drake is unfazed. He was brutalized from a young age, so he's just like,
Wow. No.
And we bring our traumas
This is
with us,
true.
people.
Oh boy.
and I'm just like,
Boy.
it's good.
Oh,
It's good.
I'm glad you like it.
So,
My recipe.
are you a pilot?
Yeah.
Do you know the good routes in the galaxy?
I know the best.
Good. We're looking to, we're looking to get to kind of the dark side of a certain planet. If you know what I'm saying.
I think I'm picking up what you're laying down. I think that's the human expression.
Good. That makes me happy. Mind if I call my friend over, discuss the details?
Oh, of course. And he like pulls out a chair next to you. Seems very amiable.
Cassie!
I dance over.
He looks over. He's like, "Is that Takiri? Hey, Takiri, it's me.
Oh,
It's
no.
Cap.
This isn't good.
So I know this one.
Why are you hiring me? Yeah. So you look over and like you
I'm
finally
just gonna rest my hand on my lightsaber, or my light sword.
yeah, plasma sword. You know, the Ungoi, like you don't want to, you know, Cap. He's an affable. He's been at it for a number of years. He's only 14 years old, but you know that they grow up really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
He's forming a solid reputation of being a good pilot. He's got an old Kigyar light transport that would get you there within that with days to spare, from what you know of him.
Okay, so I'll walk over then.
It's like, why are you hiring me if you got Takiri? She's 10 times the pilot than I am.
Well, see, here's the thing. Buddy, old pal.
Name's Cap.
Cap.
Bap. But
Cap.
people just call me Cap.
Alright, Cap.
What was the last name?
Bap.
Okay,
That's actually my first name. Uncle only have one name.
yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, Cap Bap. But people just call me Cap because, you know, it's like Captain, which, you know, so it's kind of like a joke because I'm a pilot. I'm not a captain, though.
I like it.
Yeah.
So, Cap,
Yeah.
see, the difference here is you have a ship,
Oh.
which we are in sore need of.
Oh. Well, I have a ship.
Right.
I think we can work something out. Where you gotta go? And when do you need to get there?
You need to get there as quick as your ship can get us.
Okay.
And we need to get to Rijimma.
About 10,000 light years. Yeah, that would take 18 days. 17 if I pushed it. Standard days, Earth days. I know not everything revolves around your guys' sun, but I know that you like to talk as if it does, so yes.
Well, it does make it difficult if we're all talking in different units of time.
Yeah. Well, you guys should have adopted the cycles and standard cycles and minor cycles thing. It would have been a lot more efficient, you know. But, you know,
Not my call.
yeah. Anyway.
Above my pay grade.
Yeah, I could get you guys there.
Alright.
You guys got the money?
How much money are we talking?
Oh, well, I need you to make me an income check. And the way that the way this works is that temporary bonus. You have a plus. You have a +2 temporary bonus right now. If you use up the temporary bonus, it goes away, like it's temporary. Yeah.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So, I'm guessing we're gonna try to like, I'm wondering if I'm able to negotiate a price before we make an income test.
Yeah, you could try to make a bargaining thing to do it
Okay.
down. The reason I jumped over it is because like there are no credits in this, so like I could say like 12,000 credits, and you say like, well, I just got 25, and it's like, well, it's more of an amorphous number than
Okay.
that. So, but you can make a bargaining check, and she could certainly help you to
Alright.
try to take it down.
Would contacts be of any use here?
Contacts could be of use. I need you to roll me. I need you to roll me a test.
Because obviously we're running the same circles, because
Mhm.
they know Takiri.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my talent called contacts to try to increase their,
Social class. Yeah, they're not social class. They're standing towards you.
Yes.
They're attitude towards you. Okay.
So what am I rolling? Can you remind me what that?
Communication,
the
persuasion.
communication- Okay. How do I math? 14.
14. And I would say at a
No,
plus.
that's not right. 10.
And I would say at a +2.
12.
Okay. He looks at you guys and he says, "Do you need to go anywhere after Rijimma?"
Harovar, if you're offering.
Yep.
He kind of looks around like his wide, squat body, like that's almost as wide as it is tall.
I smile at him whenever he turns back to me.
He says, "Wow, there's this human. His name is Brax, and he owes me quite a bit of money. He swindled me out of it."
It's not one of my aliases.
Alright, just thank you for volunteering that, because I was curious.
If you guys help me get the money that he owes me, I'll do the whole trip for free. It would be an honor to fly the famous Peregrine Falcon to Kiri.
What was that?
Peregrine. It's my honorific.
You haven't? Have you heard about what she did? You hear how she got that eye?
I assumed that she was smarted off to someone at a bar and they clocked her.
No, that's how you would have gotten that eye.
That's right.
She's famous in the pilot circles, at least.
Pilot or pirate?
Pilot with an
Okay.
L. I still get it mixed up a little bit. You know, it's the accent.
technically both.
They were pirate pilots and pilot pirates. So if you help me get the money back from Brax, I'll take you there for free. It's actually between Rijimma and Erebor, so it's right on the way. Well, a little bit off the way, but. So I'll get you to Rijimma. You get, well, whatever you need to do there. Don't wait too long. I'm not gonna take you on a sightseeing tour. And then we stop and you just kind of convince him. I'm not a fighter. I mean, I might look like it. He gestures with his arms, but he's like, I'm a pilot. But I heard about you guys. I heard about the Elysium Dream job that you did a few months ago.
Can I ask the GM a question real
Yeah,
quick?
yeah, you can.
There's no difference.
Correct.
This is
This is my life. This is my life. I married that.
Choice.
Choices. I chose wrong. I'll suffer the consequences. So, we would have a potential sorcerer on board in captivity alive. Are we supposed to know that there would be ways that we would be able to keep that person subdued? Would there be cryo or something?
Actually, yes. For long haul trips, anything above a couple weeks, usually they stick you in a cryo tube.
So we would be able to put this person in cryo and not have to worry about it.
Right.
And have them encrypted in such a way that they couldn't be hacked and loose while we were tracking down Brax.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can try.
You get
Alright,
one of those
okay.
little deadbolt locks and you just put it on the outside, like you put it on your luggage.
Okay.
It's on the
Right.
outside.
Just making sure
Perfect.
that we're not walking into something asinine.
No, you're right. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Brax is kind of a jerk, but I think that, some big scary people like yourselves, kind of looks over at you as you still bob and weave to the music that seems to be endless. How many credits did you put in that?
It's just one song.
Yeah, it's just one song. It's
Yeah,
the longest song out
the
there.
trick is that the trick is you got to find the one that lasts the longest, that you can stand the most.
Is that what you do with the jukebox?
Yeah.
I usually pick a variety.
No. See, if you want to take control of the jukebox.
Asserting your dominance over
Because
the
other
jukebox.
people, the way these work is the next person can come in, pay their fee, and then add an extra fee in order to play their song next. So if your song just doesn't end, it doesn't matter if their song is next. See?
That's really pretty fucked up, I have to say. I don't understand humans really well, but
We all bring our traumas with us.
I was once at a once at a steakhouse that they kept playing the song, I'm in a hurry to get things done. I rush and rush until not life's no fun. Played 7 times in a row during our dinner.
Are you sure that she wasn't there?
Oh, I wouldn't have done that.
Maybe she was taking control.
Haunts me more than the war.
I might have.
She might have.
I think it was her.
Yeah.
So, you said you need to get there as fast as you want. I mean, I just finished up my soup. We can go right now if you need to. I mean,
Do I know Cap well enough to know if he's being honest about this or?
roll me a perception empathy check.
Okay. It's a stunt. 12 plus 2, 14.
Sounding on everything. So you can choose a
I'm
social
just gonna
stunt if
live
you want.
here. I'm right here.
I'm a
here.
monster.
I mean, I rolled triple once. What's the opportunity
Favorite
for
social stunt.
Yeah, but you actually did stunt earlier.
that? Yeah, but
Wait, are
triple
there
once
social
doesn't
stunts?
ever get you
I might not have given you the sheet.
It's a super stunt.
Do you need a thing about
There is a
it?
social stunt. It's on
Social encounters.
General
That's one
social
Cut you by
stunts.
surprise. Critten.
Yeah, that's right. 107. General social stunts.
I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
I probably didn't even copy it because.
You didn't think you were gonna do
social.
it?
There's
I
a-
got it.
So there's attitude stunts, membership, and reputation
So-
I'll say
stunts.
general
Right.
social.
107 general social.
I am going to convey a hidden message to him,
Oh yeah, do it.
telling him that I'm trying to decipher why this Brax owes him money.
There we go.
He kind of looks at you. You use some kind of inside joke that they have.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, well, He just kind of pauses and looks. He's like, just putting. What's this expression? Putting my hands on the table. And he puts his hands up on the table.
I think it's cards.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I've been saying it wrong this whole. Why didn't you correct me?
Well, put your hands on the table and still being honest. They can see you don't hold your gun.
Well, okay. Oh. Anyway, so you guys probably want to know the problem is so Brax we were buying and selling equipment that had kind of accidentally been jettisoned from a cargo freighter, accidentally.
Accidents happen.
Yeah.
Expensive stuff all the time.
Yeah, that's why you pay for the insurance.
Into my cargo hold.
It was a pretty large container of self-sealing stem bolts.
Yep, there it is.
And he had me front the capital for it because we were going to turn it at a profit. Well, bought it.
It doesn't sound like an accident when you put it like that.
Well, it fell off the ship as an accident.
Oh, understood.
I bought it.
You just fronted the capital at a
Right.
time for an accident.
Well, I gave him, he owes me 4 bars of gold press naquidum. He took the bars, he took the stem bolts, and then he ran.
Oh. Right.
So who did he owe more money to than you?
I don't know. I thought he was on the up and up. You know. They say you can always trust a human, but apparently not.
Who says that?
Humans do.
Don't ever listen to that again.
Yeah.
No.
Humans are terrible.
Yeah.
All
I mean, you
hears
guys.
quietly behind you. They lie.
Someone was hurt. Who hurt you?
They lie. So true.
I love True.
Colonize half the universe, start a war. Humans the worst.
Well, actually, if you want to be completely honest, and I'm saying this, you know, we kind of started the war when we were doing a genocidal campaign of religion against you. But
That was
you
really
know,
not great.
But the second and third ones were kind of your fault afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Huh.
I mean, that was 100 years ago. I mean, it was so long ago. Who would even remember that?
Humans suck.
Yeah.
Some of us lived quite a while.
Oh? I mean,
Long memories.
well, then you'll remember just how shitty of a time it was. I wouldn't know, but my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather probably could tell me.
Yeah, she's super old.
My buddy Kyle Jarrell's even older.
Oh. He says, do you have, are you a Dokra? You're not one of those other things, are you? And he, starts to get a little nervous.
I'm gonna on purpose flash my eyes.
Oh, fuck.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Okay, well, enough history lessons. Let's go to the ship if you guys want. If there are no other questions. If you guys need to pick up any gear or anything, I'm in Dock 12C. I promise I won't leave before you get there.
Where can we find this Brax?
He's on the planet. You won't believe this. It rhymes. The planet's name is Prax. Brax is on Prax. You can't make this stuff up.
And you see
Babcap.
finger gun.
It's Cat.
Cat Bap, sorry. Cat Bap has a friend named Brax on Prax.
Yeah, it makes it
And
really
we
easy to
turned into
remember
a
if you
Dr.
think
Seuss
about
book.
it.
Wow, the Seuss mnemonics here are great.
I know if this was a story, it would be really entertaining.
I don't know about that, but
Thank you for that.
we will be willing to meet you at your spaceship. I, for one, have everything I need to complete this mission, which is the 4 of you. So I have no shopping to do. And, you know, this space station is starting to get a little...
Repetitive.
The music.
Yeah. Like, I keep encountering the same things constantly. So I'm ready to leave.
I guess the only thing you guys would have to do, any of you with long arms, have to keep them normally in your quarters or locked up in some kind of gear, so you could probably really quickly go grab them and reconvene it.
We just have
Cargo Dock
pistols
12C.
that are somewhere.
Somewhere.
I was gonna say I don't have pockets and I died not wearing anything. So.
Exactly.
Guns for legs.
Exactly. It's like guns.
It's like I have two hands,
Perfect.
just kind of hold
Yeah.
the guns in my blob,
Yep.
and then
Okay.
All right, I'm definitely getting my rifle.
So you go get your rifle. You check out of your rental quarters because you're going to be gone by your count for over a month, so you're not going to be paying on it. You'll get a different.
Yeah.
quarter.
Let me go check out of the place that I was legitimately renting.
He goes and puts the panel back on the Jeffries tube. You know, he folds up his that aluminum foil stuff that you can use as a blanket and
Yep.
stuffs it in his
Correct.
bag. You know, awesome. As the group of you start to make your way back to the docking ring 12C, you pass by multiple ships, and you're in the area that they normally undock cargo rather than passengers. As you pass by an open set of cargo bay doors, you hear several raised voices in a heated exchange.
this is such a weird place, right?
Yeah, and let me do this.
Carrie has a pill. She just beats by drain. She's just
Oh,
following
God.
us.
Just following us around.
We're just like,
That would be on brand.
Let me do
Yeah.
this. And I'm gonna put this up here.
there's an argument at the cargo bay.
Yep. So you hear, and so you guys are kind of walking as a group, and you pass by this open set of cargo bay doors. You see another envoy, not Cat Bap, dressed in orange dock worker's jumpsuit.
This one's name is Babcap.
Yep. And they're gesticulating. They have a purple data pad in one of its large clawed hands, and they appear to be arguing with one of those tall, bird-like species of Kigyar with an elongated snout, bulbous eyes, and sharp teeth. You can see on the back of the Kigyar's long, sinuous neck, its quills are stood up, and that's a sign of them being basically agitated or upset. Standing next to this Kigyar is an Unas, which is a very large and muscular reptilian creature. You can see it just has its arms crossed, and you can hear this envoy saying, "And for the last time, I don't care! The cargo's not in your manifest, and that dictates I have to inspect it! Now get out of my way!" And he kind of like pushes his way past the Kigyar and the Unas.
Lean over to Drake. I'm like, look at them sparks.
You can see this envoy, its diminutive size, kind of shouldering its way past the two large figures, and it starts to like punch in a code on its purple data pad. And you can see like the Unas and the Kigyar behind him kind of exchange looks and step away as the envoy hits the last button on its data pad. You hear the pop, pop, pop as the magnetic bolts on this large cargo container unlock. But then all of a sudden it comes springing forward, and several of these, I guess, large wheel-shaped, about this wide, green and black forms kind of like tumbling to the floor. And the three figures just kind of stop for half a beat until you can hear these as these sickly black legs start to erupt from the forms. The Kigyar squawks, "You little fart breather, you should have minded your business," as it reaches for a laser pistol at its side.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I need you all to roll me initiative.
Okay, how do I do
They
this?
just walk away.
Roll me 3d6 and add your dexterity.
Right? It's like,
The
hey,
five
I
of
got a
us.
job. This isn't in my purview.
Yeah, I don't see a contract.
Oh, yay!
Hey, look, I stunted on
We don't
initiative.
stunt on initiative?
I know.
No. But there's a stunt called Seize the Initiative.
Yeah.
I know.
You-
Dad!
Dad! Here, let's do this. Let's go.
And I actually rolled
Oh,
decent, and I
nice.
like
So-
rolled it.
Okay.
Look at this shit.
Well, we're busy doing things. I know you guys can't see it from all the way out here, but if you guys ever work with Extra Life or you see them at a con, go sign up for their like newsletter or whatever and get their D6s because they have these cute little like
Aw.
controllers with the dice and the angel halo. They're very cute. I
Nice.
have one.
I like the blue. Ooh, a map!
Yeah.
I
Okay.
like systems that use maps. I'm a
I can't
mapper.
remember. Do we add anything to initiative?
It's a
Just
dex test,
Dexterity.
That's right.
And you can take a focus in it.
which I did not
Oh.
do.
Correct.
Alrighty.
Did I- Oh, hey, oh wait.
I
You
rolled
can't
well
stunt.
though. Right? See, that's
I
what I'm
switched the red
I
saying.
know
dice.
I
I
have
got rid
double
of the turquoise.
sixes.
Excellent.
I got rid of the turquoise for my. So this is my stunt now. This
I'm
is
going to
zero.
move here so I can
Beats
see.
by gray.
Yeah, and thank you to Star Cop, Psychotic Monk, everyone in chat tonight. It's great to see you all.
Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
been making
Thank
me
you all
laugh
so
the whole
much.
night.
It has been fun.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I have my initiatives
You
I
want
haven't
already
been able
rolled
to
up.
actually keep
So
up with it.
let's go here. Who had I'll just say a 20 to 15.
I did 16, please.
What did I have?
I also have a 16.
Okay, you guys can resolve whatever as you want.
Not on the stunt die?
I let you guys just do it.
Oh,
If you
okay.
took note of your stunt die, you can use that as a tiebreaker as well.
Stunt dice are 4.
Mine's a 6.
And she goes first. And then I've got this guy.
But we can go together too, and whichever one has a better idea of what they're doing. Since
It's always fine.
Makes sense.
I'm a potato.
Potato, potato, potato.
Okay, who had a 15 to 10?
14. I did.
14?
11.
11? What was your stunt die?
5.
Okay. This marker is dead.
I mean, the guys aren't wrong. He should have just minded his own business.
This is his job.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Alright, who had a 10 below?
9.
Alright. First up, Drugel. If we take a look at the map here, you guys are standing here at the entry to the cargo bay. There's what appears to be some kind of like light cargo transport in front of you. Here are those spider-like creatures that are like their legs are erupting and they're standing up. You can see that they have 2 legs that erupt from the front, but they split at the end to form basically 4 appendages, and there's one at the back that splits again to form 2 more. So they basically have 6 legs, but from 3 main appendages.
And
you
do
can
we
see,
know what the things are? Have I seen them before?
roll me a. I will just say you probably have never seen these things before, just to be. Safe.
Okay. But we perceive that the 2 dudes that were arguing with the Ungoy have taken out pistols to shoot these things rather than grapply graps. I don't know what I'm doing with my life.
Yeah, they're reaching for their guns for some reason. These 2 right here are reaching for their guns for some reason.
Okay. Sure, then I will move to shoot the closest one.
Okay, so Drugel, what is your speed?
My move is 11.
All right, so you can move. So each of these squares is 2 meters, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that gets you a clear line of sight to any of them.
Yay.
So you kind of over there in your 3 lace across the deck plating, and you can use what would be called a minor action to pull out your pistol. I'll let you do them as both, and then major action would be to shoot.
Okay.
So you would roll 3d6 and add your accuracy bonus.
And then do I add any extra because I have pistols under my accuracy?
An extra +2.
An extra +2? Neato.
Yay. Where's the basic stuff page?
Damn. Okay. So that's 12 plus 5 is 17 to hit.
That hits. Alright, now I want you to roll me 2d6 plus your perception modifier for damage.
And I don't need a stun dice for this, right?
Nope.
Okay. That's a 4, 5 damage.
Okay. So you, as you kind of tripod across the floor, you pull out the colloquial term for these directed energy pistols are blasters, and so you see these blue bolts start to fly across the deck, and a couple of them strike one of these spider-like creatures, standing in front, and you can see it causes a big sizzle on some of its like chitinous exoskeleton. It is still up. All right, next up, Cassie.
I will try to shoot one of these spider things with my Zat. Nicotel.
Okay,
Stun the thing. Hopefully.
got it. So I want you to roll me an accuracy check, pistols.
14.
14, that hits.
Okay.
So you would roll me 1d6 plus your perception, because it's a zap, but you ignore all toughness, because it's penetrating.
3!
3 points of damage. You bypass any toughness that they have. Alright, you see that, you see this electronic bolt come flying out, and you kind of hit the box next to the spider creature, and some of the electricity sizzles over by it. You didn't get a good shot on it, otherwise it would have been gone down. But you feel like you kind of winged it a little bit.
I would like to try to find cover while I move and shoot
Okay.
with my lovely tactical awareness talent.
You could. Who are you looking to try to get cover from?
The Spatas and the Unas and Kigyar.
I would say that you can go over here and there's a landing strut, like under where this ball is.
Okay.
So that will give you a +2 to cover, but I believe it gives you a -1 to your attack rolls. If
Unless
you're
I
kinda
move,
dodging
shoot,
them.
and then move back into cover,
That
right?
which you can do.
Yep.
Yep. So you now have a
Talents.
+2. So you see Cassie move forward, and she kind of ducks under the front of the ship and starts shooting at these spider-like creatures. I'm assuming you shot the same one that she was shooting at before.
Yes.
All right.
Quick question.
Yeah.
The Inspire talent, I'm just realizing here, it doesn't completely show.
Okay. Do you need me to look up what it
Can
does?
I,
I can tell you what
because
it
allies
does.
need to know.
Right. Let me read
I
it
think
to
you
you.
get
'cause
bonus on all of your willpower tests.
Right. A novice,
A +1 on
when you
all
are
of your
conscious,
willpower
they get a
tests,
+1 on all willpower-related tests.
as long as you're within line of sight of me.
Correct. So that would apply to your PsyOps powers, Matthew.
Awesome. A plus what?
+1.
+1 to your willpower tests.
Cool.
All right. Next up is the
Because
dock
I-
worker's turn. The dock worker kind of shouts, drops its purple pad. It steps through here, hits a button, and then the door closes as it flees.
Yep. Yep.
So, I'm not getting paid enough for this.
Yep.
As it
God
goes
damn
away.
Makes sense.
Yep. All right. That was the Ungoy's turn. Now it is Dakiri's turn.
So the Kigyar was the inspector, right?
No, the Ungoy was the inspector. This guy,
Oh.
Inspector.
he was arguing
Criminals.
with these two.
Criminals.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're
That's right.
smugglers.
That's right.
All right. So I have quick reflexes,
Yep, that's
so
right.
I can ready with my free action.
Okay.
So I will aim with my minor and shoot the Kigyar
Gotcha.
with my
I did not make this one.
So from her hard shell case, Dakiri pulls out this long, wicked-looking purple rifle that has pink spikes sticking out the back of it, which you've seen her use to great effect before.
Would a 23 hit?
Oh my God! Yeah.
And I did stunt.
Wow.
What's that?
I rolled 2 6s and a 5, so.
And remember your favorite stunt.
Yes,
too.
I do. So I am going to actually do a. I'm gonna do the called shot and try to hit his firing hand at the same time.
Okay.
So are the
Excellent.
bad guys shooting at us or the buggy things?
The bad guys haven't shot anyone yet. They
Oh.
pulled out their guns, and now
Got it.
Dakiri is shooting one of them, making assuming well, these guys are probably bad guys, so shooting that guy. So what does called shot say?
All right. So called shot is you target an exposed part of the opponent's body. The attack damage becomes penetrating.
You ignore all their toughness.
And then I'm gonna add my remaining point in Overwatch, so the
Mhm.
opponent suffers a -1 to attack rolls.
Excellent. So roll me your 3d6 plus your perception.
That's right.
13.
13. That's pretty good. You ignore any of their toughness. You catch. You basically decimate the guy's forearm. This long sinewy claw, and you see the laser pistol goes limp in his arm as you shoot it. It squawks and it turns its head surprised, not even knowing you guys were behind it, since it's all happening at once. Good job.
Nice. That's my turn.
How much damage did you do?
It was 13.
Alrighty.
And move is normally a minor action, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm where I stay where I am.
Alrighty. Next up is the two aliens' turns. So the Kigyar is also going to try to take cover, having just taken a significant amount of damage. He moves. You know that these guys are pretty quick. He goes 5, 10, 15, and he peeks around the corner. And he tries to take a shot, I guess, back at you, Dakiri, since you were the one who shot at him
So
initially.
this isn't the door that got closed?
Oh no, this lift,
lift.
over
Oh, the
here.
lift.
What
Yeah, went
arm?
up
What
there.
arm is he shooting with?
He kind of switched it to his non-mangled one, and that's
There it is.
to his non one. So he pulls out what looks to be like a kind of a green elongated thing. You see these sickly green bolts start flying out at you, and he's going to try to make an attack roll with a -1.
Yeah.
Does a... I don't think it's got it in him. 12.
Nope.
So he reaches out and pew, 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 and you can see these bolts kind of flying past tack, plastic carry, and start impacting the cargo pod behind you. But it doesn't really even come close to hitting you. It looks like it's moving in slow motion.
No.
Next up is the Unos's turn. The Unos is actually going to take 1-2 steps and pulls out his own pistol and fires at you, Drupal.
That's not very nice.
It isn't, especially because I tried to keep the bugs from killing us.
Not very smart.
That's what you get for existing.
Jesus.
Apparently. They hurt.
They lie. They hurt.
Does a 10 hit you?
What am I going up against?
Defense.
My defense? No, it's an 11.
So he goes to step and he slips in the purple blood that's on the deck from his friend, and like a shot goes wild, and it hits the ground right next to you. You can feel the warmth of it as it singes the floor. But that's their turn, and he looks surprised that he missed you because he thought he had you.
Because I'm a giant potato. Yeah.
Drake, it's your turn.
Cool. Minor action. I'm going to kind of breathe heavily, and I'm going to use Figment. But before I do, I'm going to start moving around. I'm going to stop about there, and that's when I use the power.
Bring us up.
11.
Kitty corner left.
Oh, hey, I stunted with 6 sub points because the red one was no.
Nice.
No, 1 over.
And I was ready for this. This is exactly.
There
Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't
Oh,
matter.
sorry.
No, you're good. So when I stunted, and this is exactly what I want. This is exactly why I'm there.
+1 to your willpower.
Yeah, I got it.
From me.
I'm way over the margin. So I cast Displacement, which means, so what happens here is with 6 stunt points, I shift. There becomes 2 of me, but the effect is so powerful that there becomes 2 of Drugel. You have a +2 to your defenses against melee attacks, +5 against range attacks.
Nice.
Once they miss, they can then try to use a perception check against you to see through it, but it will still remain in effect for everyone else.
Awesome.
So you're
So cool.
so yeah, I just kind of like cast a hand over to you, and we start to split. That takes care of
Nice.
4 of my stunt points. Then I will use 2 to reduce the cost by 1. Yep, and we should be good there. And
There
then
you
I
go.
will
Nice.
move up to him and swing my blade.
Got it.
Swing away.
Swing away. Knockout. Yeah. I got stunted.
For frick's sake.
The total is like 19.
Not-
Matt, so really quickly, so
Oh.
you used a minor action.
Oh
to
yeah, the
cast.
activation. I keep forgetting.
Yeah,
So
well,
I'll just
no,
act-
I'm saying like you minor actioned, but that's a spell.
Yeah.
Moving is a minor action as well.
Oh, it is? I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
yeah.
So then I will just move up
Okay.
to him.
All right,
menacingly.
perfect. Yeah, exactly. You use your major action to get up and melee with him.
Yep, perfect. That's my turn.
Perfect. All right. Last but not least, Tack.
Hey,
All right.
buddies.
So, since we apparently don't have our armor on, I'm going to get noticeably lower. An extra arm bursts out of the side of the jumpsuit, grabs my hammer, my shield with the other arm. The shield pops out, so it's a large riot shield, and I just start dragging the hammer and running
Yes.
straight towards Drugel and next to the Unos. And
Got
then I take an attack with the power hammer.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
See,
And
you
I
gotta
super
bring 100
stunt
to
it.
the party.
I
That's
forgot
how
there's
this
2
works.
tanks in this group.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
I'm not really a tank. Oh,
Me.
got it.
Yeah. I'm actually pretty tanky.
11 to hit.
Decently so. I'm like an evasion tank.
11 hits.
All right. And I stunted as
Yep.
well. With
Yep.
super stunted. I rolled all 2s.
Nice.
I don't think that's a thing.
It is now.
Okay, let me double check one thing. Okay, so it's a heavy weapon melee attack, so he will move 2 meters in any direction, so I'll hit him against the wall when I hit him with the hammer.
Okay.
And then where is my core stunt that I want to do for 2? Where are you? And then I will blockade.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, that's 3. I will Guardian Angel with a +2, so I choose Droogle.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I choose Drake.
Okay.
So ally
Nice.
within 5 meters of me, if you take damage before my next turn, it's reduced.
Nice. By 2?
By like 3.
Nice.
Because I'm going to dump both my stunt points in it.
All right, perfect.
Nice.
So make your damage roll.
That's not my power.
Not bad.
5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 11 points of damage.
Alrighty. So you walk up and you slam the Unos in its sinewy chest with your power hammer, just bringing it down with 2 hands, and you
You're just
see
like
it go
running.
flying against the wall, like a splash of green blood comes flying out of its mouth. He's still up, but you did a substantial amount. How much
I
was it
basically
again?
like put my shield up.
You said 12 points?
11.
11 points? Okay.
So 2.
I still have the happy mask on too.
That's right.
And just,
Perfect.
I'm being really flexible on it now. Matt did allude to it earlier. I let you guys ready your weapons like while we're watching, but like he has a special skill that lets him do it as a free action. So in a more pressing scenario, you might have to ready him. But you guys were watching this shit go down.
Correct.
You had your bags out. Like
Got it.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be a stickler about it in a cargo fight. All right, so that was Tack's turn. So Tack walks up, menacingly slams that guy against the wall. And now it is the spider creature's turns. So they go, and there you can see their mouths open up, and they have these like little like inner sets of mandibles too, as they go skittering forward on their 6 legs. This one goes after the Unos.
It's or 8.
No.
They have 6. Yeah, there's 6. They're not really spiders. They have
Okay.
3
Right.
limbs that like split at the end
Right.
into 6.
Okay.
So yeah,
Alien spiders.
yeah. This one is going to move
Wrong
forward to
I
you.
don't like it.
This one is going to try to come around here. There's no really attacks of opportunity.
I was
this game.
wondering about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
And this one is going to go after the Kigyar. So I'm going to make a series of attacks.
Oh no, they're not friendly to anything. They're hate
Right.
spiders.
They are
Yeah.
hate
Yes.
They are locked up and now are very, very angry. So the first one is going to make its bite attack at the Kigyar. That is going to miss. So you see the thing like, and you can see the Kigyar kind of like scattering and like trying to basically like put the muzzle of its pistol in the thing's mouth as it's trying to bite him. You can see him like cradling its broken arm in the other hand. Now one is going to make an attack on the Unos. That is actually a bit better, 9, 11, 12. That one does hit. It is going to deal damage. Oh,
I'm so proud of myself for having my power stuff ready.
that worked out really well. You see the thing like latching. Yeah, you see the
Crickets
thing like.
never stunt. That way you don't have to learn it.
That's my secret, Captain. I never stunt.
You see the thing like clamp its mandibles into his muscular forearm, and he's like holding it off, but you can see like it's shearing some of the meat away from his arm as blood starts to drip down. You get a +2 to your defense against melee attacks.
Yeah. So
And
yeah,
he's
I
got
got that.
blockade on.
Yeah, so you'll take 4 less damage.
Perfect. Thank you. And my toughness already. So
Or I have Guardian Angel.
That is not gonna hit.
good. Perfect.
So one goes and it just goes like full in on one of your duplicate forms and kind of like flies through it, confused that it doesn't hit.
So that one can, if it so chooses, make a perception check. I don't think it's free. Like
Right.
however that works.
I'm not gonna make it do it. It's a dumb animal.
Yeah.
And the last but not least, one's gonna attack you, Cassie. I'm gonna say you're still like you're gonna get a +1 to your defense from the strut. You're basically like trying to keep it between you and the creature.
Nice.
I'm guessing a 13, 12 doesn't hit you.
12 does not hit me because I have that +1.
That's total with the. Sorry, I subtracted 1 from the attack. So you're. Sorry.
You're supposed.
Sorry. So does a 13 hit you?
Yes.
Apologies.
So I will use my shield.
Nice. Describe what happens.
So I'll spend 2 power points. I will have to test to see if I actually can successfully do the thing.
Go for
I
it.
shouldn't be able to fail. We'll see.
Yeah, here we are.
I did not fail. I stunted.
Nice.
I stunted on a power, and
Okay.
I met my target number. I have 5 stun points.
Nice.
Yeah, and so I am going to use. No one's close enough for me to that. So I'll use. Yeah, it is pretty good.
You could just increase the value that you did by the number of stun points that you got, like the bonus that you got to your defense, if you remember. That was like the core one.
Yeah, I can do that. I'll do that for 1 of my points, and I will also use imposing power.
Okay. What does imposing power do?
Imposing power, basically, I radiate this like sinister aura. So until the beginning of my next turn, anyone attempting to make a melee attack against me has to make a successful willpower courage test.
So it like really manifests
Right.
in an imposing way.
Yep.
So you see this spider-like creature come skittering around the corner. As it goes to like leap at her, she pulls out this red kind of palm-shaped device, and poof, this like bubbling, rippling form of radiant gold energy spews out from it, and the creature rebounds off of that bubble. Good job. All right, back up.
And it bumps my shield power to 3 instead of 2.
Twitch is being my nemesis. One of the tags we dropped is still there. It's fine.
All right, back up to the top of the initiative. Droogle,
Yeah.
We
you
literally
see,
removed that. It's still
like
there.
these spiders have now advanced on the group. Fire is erupting all around. You can look over and you see another one of you standing, looking back at you. You guys lock eyes, photoreceptors. What do you do?
Okay, and we decided that these bad guys are actual bad guys.
Yeah.
And there are no attack for opportunities in this system apparently.
Sure. Then, do I have disadvantage with the bug that's right next
No.
to me? No.
There's no penalties for firing in melee.
Oh, perfect. Then I'm going to just fire at the bug again.
You're like pew pew. The one right next to you. Same one that you attacked you before.
Sure. I'm gonna get the bug that's trying to get Cassie.
Okay. All right. If you wanted to hit the one that was already really damaged, that's the one in front of Drake. If you want to get the one in front of Cassie, that's fine. I'm just letting you know the one that got really hurt before is the one in front of Drake.
Sure. I will hit the other bug.
Just letting you know in case you
Okay.
wanted to hit the one that had already been hit.
Okay, cool. Let me do math because math is hard.
It is.
So that's 8 plus 5, which I think puts me at 13 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
2d6 plus perception.
2d6 plus perception. So that is 6 plus 1 is 7 points of damage.
Nice. You pull out your heavy blaster. You like basically point over and you send a sizzling blue bolt right through the side of the thing's head, and it just goes thump and falls to the floor like with a wet, meaty sound. Meaty. One is down, so and you can see the steam rolling up from the hole in its head. Cassie, unless you want to do anything with your minor action, you can move if you wanted, or
There's 2 of me. We want to kill these things, right?
yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Basically, so.
Oh, you say that to your other
Yep.
one. We want to kill these things, right? And the other one nods.
Yeah.
The other one of you nods. All right, Cassie, it's your turn.
Okay.
No psychotic monk, you do not need to be here. All you need to do is type in exclamation point space into chat once, and you're entered.
Yep. So I see you on the list. So you're good.
Space the word.
Yep.
Okay. So Cassie is going to move away from this thing while shooting it with
Okay.
my what's it called? With my zap.
That. Yep.
You know what? You have actually successfully sent it for me, which means you're going to screw me over my next time. So I'm gonna. Okay, that's not bad. 8, 10, 12.
That hits.
All right. Right, accuracy, yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Nice. 6 points of damage.
Nice. So you hit the ground right in front of you. You see these electronic bolts go shimmering up its body. It seems like it kind of locks up a little bit, but you didn't quite get it. But another one like that, you think this thing's knocked out.
Okay.
You see it cutting right through the thick exoskeleton that it has.
And I only make one shot per turn on these, right?
Correct,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Alright.
So, yeah, I'm moving. Can I go ahead and like gain cover behind the ship on the other side of it?
Yeah. Like this? Right there?
Oh, sure, why not?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Or over here.
We were thinking about
whatever
short on
works.
that side, yeah.
I just want to be able to like see it when I.
Yeah,
when I-
you're hiding behind a strut right there.
Okay.
Alright. So Cassie kind of goes over by you, Dikiri. Speaking of who, it's not your turn. It is your turn. Dikiri. You see Cassie taking shots with her Zat.
As I run past Akiri, I wink.
Alright, I'll line up the one that was attacking we have not yet defined it yet, Cassie.
We have not yet defined it yet.
Correct.
Oh. I wasn't sure from the beginning seeing you two were waking up in the same room or in the same room.
In the same room.
In
In the same room.
In the same room.
That's funny. I was like, are they doing this right now?
So that's
we are.
16 to hit.
Excellent, that hits.
Oh, that's another very high roll. That's 17 plus 3, so 20.
So you unload about half of the coral of the purple needles rounds into this thing's body, and you can see the thing just go as it cracks open, and you can see these crystalline shards go flying everywhere as the Kiri just pops the one that you were zatting before.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my girl.
Intense. You gonna do anything with your minor?
I took the aim, so no.
Perfect. All right. Next up, it is the thug's turn. This thug is getting bit to shit by a spider, so it's gonna try to like put the what did you call it? The blaster against its face and just shoot it in the face. Another shit roll. So you just see like the thing bite him, and it lashes out with one of its long things and like sends his arm flying up as he tries to fight. These things are much stronger than they look. He tries to disengage from it and starts moving this way as he's getting intimidated. But he's not really got. Oh, no attacks are up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can get this far. So he's like, like kind of huffing it back towards the ship. This guy over here sees his friend leaving him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's faster than him. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, they're not going anywhere.
As you see him squawk, he's like, "Fuck, run!" as he gets into the ship. That is the thug's turn. Drake, it is your turn.
I'm gonna look at Tack and be like, get the spiders, and I like flip away and just do a series of like attacks,
Like somersaults and shit?
Somersaults and land right here.
Oh God,
Yeah.
that's horrifying. Oh God,
Like, you're not going anywhere.
Yes.
Do a swing.
I love it.
I don't think anyone has a +1 forward on this or anything, so it's just a straight roll +6. I did not stunt, but I rolled very well. 11, 12, 13, 19 to hit.
that hits.
This is armor penetrating.
So you ignore all this
Yeah.
toughness.
2d6 +2. Oh, that horribly cocked. 7. I can do math. 7 points of whatever plasma damage or whatever this is.
Oh, what did I do? Oh,
You move them.
sorry.
On them.
How would you dispatch this foe?
I just go like, you're not going anywhere.
You can hear like the crackling sizzle as the plasma sword works its way up the front of the Unos's body, kind of splitting him open, and he falls onto his back, thud,
I
with
use
the
my
dolphin.
movement to move. Do I have movement left?
Unless you have tactical awareness.
This isn't a move attack move
Right.
system until I get that. Okay, good. Then I'm just gonna eye that guy.
So the Kigyar looks back and sees the as you split his friend open as he tries to run. So, all right. Next up is
It's like a
Tack's
90s
turn.
sitcom.
Alright. So we will move our 2 feet forward.
Too many.
I can't move myself.
Okay, right here.
So yeah,
What
right
do you
there.
for it?
And I'm going to attack the arachnid there. Slam my hammer down upon it. I stunt it again.
Nice.
So
Super stunt.
I forgot that his character was like
12.
literally a brew.
12 that hits.
I forgot.
It does. Okay, perfect.
No, we don't.
So I will
I think that's
roll.
right.
They don't have weapons, so I don't think I can disarm
Yeah.
them. So I will hit with
These they have
12 points of damage.
Gotcha.
And then with my 2, I will. Oh, you're
One second.
not.
Good night,
Oh,
Emma.
I
Thank
guess
you
it
for hanging
just-
out. Thank you to everyone who hangs out. It's awesome
Oh.
seeing y'all here.
I will use double team with Drugel, so Drugel can make an attack.
Yes!
An immediate attack.
Yes.
That's
against
why
target.
I was trying to
I was
stun,
waiting
yeah.
for you to near me. I literally have like Drake written
Yeah.
next to double
Yeah.
team.
Yes.
I was gonna
It's like
yeah.
use this for Drake.
We're double.
But it's not in melee range. It's just
No.
in line of sight. So
As long as
The
they have
activation
range to the
scheme I have.
opponent, they can do it.
yep.
Yeah, I was gonna double team with Drupal too. That's so funny.
So Drugel, you can make an attack against that arachnid
Right now?
Yeah,
Right
you
now.
can
Oh,
Your
okay.
stun allows
make
you to
an
do it.
attack.
Ooh,
Alright.
yay! Okay, so that's double 5s. So that is 5 stun points. So 10, 12 plus 5 is 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, let me go back to the page 95 with the other stunts where I can stab stuff with my gun.
Do you have the printout that I gave you too? I put one in your sheet that has it all in there.
Yes. Choo choo choo.
Nothing.
No, no, no.
It's page 95. and
There's
This music
the
is so
gun
good.
ones. Okay.
You can double team.
Yeah, I don't think you can actually stun off of a thing granted by a stun.
I'm gonna allow it right now.
Yeah!
Double
team.
Okay.
Chain
my
double
God.
team.
I'm just letting it because it's so fun.
Double team to the Curie.
Yes. Give the
combo.
Curie a shot.
The triple
And then lightning attack with the remaining 3.
That's right.
My lord.
That's right.
Oh,
Hopefully
that's
this
what
doesn't
we're
get
gonna
used
do.
against us.
Okay.
Do it.
Do it.
Okay.
Team.
Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and do precise marksmanship with 2 of my 5 points,
Okay.
and then we're gonna pistol whip with the other 3.
Nice.
Okay. You're not
So-
you're not adjacent to it, so you can't pistol whip it. That would be hitting it.
Oh,
You're
damn
very
it.
far away from it.
Shit.
Double team.
Double team.
Double
How
team.
many points is double team?
2.
That's not on the guns list.
That's
It
okay.
is.
It's
It's
okay.
on the
Not
general.
Just to declare
I
it.
know. Fine. Double team.
Yeah. Who are you having double team it? Takiri.
Dikiri.
There
Yes.
we go. There we go.
And
Is
then,
there a limit on the range of double team?
Nope.
No.
And
Yes.
then can I also lightning attack? Make a second attack
Yep.
on your turn?
Yep.
Yeah.
Either against the same target or the other target?
Go for it.
So I'm gonna hit it twice. I'm gonna try to hit it twice, and then I'm gonna give Dikiri the option to.
Attack.
Alright, so
The
do-
Dikiri
let
stunts.
me do first damage.
Hit it twice
Double
like
team.
I hit
Yeah.
it twice.
Okay,
That's
so
right.
that's 5,
Immediate attack.
6 points of
Within
damage for
range
the
and
first one.
sight
Okay.
of allies attack. So
Yeah.
good.
Got it.
There,
And
the ally
then-
has to be able to attack.
That
the
one,
thing. That's how-
Yeah.
that one actually goes down from the hit that Tack hit it with. So you drop one with your blaster pistol, but you can
Yes.
use lightning attack on the other one that's in the open
Yeah,
doorway.
I can. 14 to hit?
That hits.
Yay. Okay, let me. 9 plus 1, 10 points of damage on the other one.
10 points.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. So and then you like fire and you look back at Takiri and point with one of your arms at it. And Takiri, she's like basically giving you the go ahead to pop this one off.
Oh, I could still hit that one? I thought it
Yeah.
was down.
No,
No,
the
because
one
there's
in the
one through the
back.
doorway. So this one went down. There's one left.
Oh, so it still works even though it's different.
Yeah.
Different target?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yep.
Because she used lightning attack to attack the second one.
That's also a stunt.
Sure. Why not?
Use double team on me and I'll chuck my lightsaber.
Yes. Do it.
You mean your plasma sword?
Excuse me, my non-copyrighted plasma sword.
So that's
Swear to
a
God.
10, 16 hits.
Oh.
Cause just seeing like looking down there like as they massacre the other two, I'm just like,
All right. 16 hits.
All right. So I am gonna use the double team for Drake,
Yes. This is the only time this works.
and I'll use knock prone. So
this is why you can't stun off of stuns.
Yeah.
Correct.
But it's great for right now.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
stun.
it's fun.
the damage.
Sure is
is
I still have movement left too, because I do
11.
have tactical awareness.
11?
I just want to stop.
Damn
so
it.
you send one of
Technically,
your
that was
purple
it.
bolts
broke
right
the
through the
chain.
front of its face, and it falls onto its back, and its legs start to curl up into it like a dead spider's does. Executed perfectly.
19 to hit.
19
Whose
hits.
turn was this originally?
This is a hurling.
Yeah, this is
throw,
why
right?
you can't stop. 10 points.
So the thing is reaching for like the door control, and you see the lightsaber just go through its back.
Okay, we've
and
got
you
a
see
ship
it
now.
fall. You see it fall into the ground, and then you pull the lightsaber back to your hand, and it turns off.
My white plasma sword.
Plasma sword.
Yeah.
There it is.
And with that, a silent zen goes, and then you hear the alarms of the station.
That's a case study why you can't stun off a stun.
Correct.
But it was great.
It was.
And with that, we are going to go take a little break.
Oh,
As
like
I-
police
Oh.
alarms?
Oh yeah, like basically like, hey, there's some
Red
shit
alert.
going down.
We should leave.
Yeah, and we're gonna take a little break. Remember, sign up for the giveaway. Let's do that.
Yeah, exclamation
happened
point
to-
SPACE space.
What happened to Cap-Bab?
Cap-Ab, you were on his way to a ship.
Yeah, wasn't
He was going to
with
meet us there.
No, we're
This
not.
happened
here.
on the way.
And then
Yeah.
Bat Cap ran away.
That's
Right.
right.
His name was actually Franklin.
No, it was
If you-
Bapcat.
And then thank you
Bat
again to
Cap.
the great
It's
Andini
canon
who
now.
gifted 5 subs and
Yeah.
everyone who was in the
Awesome.
chat.
Yeah.
Yes.
It has
Thank
been
you.
a lot of fun. I've been
Yeah.
excited about everyone who's here.
If you're enjoying tonight's stream, please follow. It is still September for a few more days,
That's right.
so subscribe. Subs are half off.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
You'll see more of this. chaos. All right, guys, and we are back. Okay.
Hey.
So, to recap quickly what happened, on their way to the docking ring to meet up with their Ungoy pilot, Cat Bap, the group of adventurers saw a couple of smugglers in their, I guess, their living cargo get loosed upon the ship. A shootout battle ensued in which they slaughtered both. Hey, legendary action official. Good to see you guys.
Hey!
You guys have managed to, in a stunning display of combat skill, take down the enemies. As the alarms start to blare, you figure the dock worker or the weapons fire has alerted the station security guards. You know that the station is run by the same Healy Corlia Vispo. They are not very...
Yeah, no, we're not sticking
Yeah,
around.
they're not very forgiving. An average Sang Healy is probably about 7.5 or 8 feet tall, 2 or 3 times stronger than a normal person.
I'll look at the group and be like, the dock worker will explain everything. We just saved their ass. Let's go. Right,
Right.
bud. They take
Right.
off.
I want you guys actually to roll me, each of you. Let's just make this a dexterity initiative check really quickly.
Okay. Let's see here.
And then
Meh.
we're going to do this as a cumulative thing. So let me know your totals and keep your stunt die where they
Oh,
are.
shit.
Can you stunt on this?
Yeah.
I did.
Excellent. We're going to use, you can use infiltration or exploration stunts. I'm guessing infiltration is good because you're trying to basically get someplace without getting snagged by the guards.
Yep, I got 3 on the stunt die. I'm going to use all of it for calming the waters.
What's calming the waters do?
So that one reduces the current churn pool by the SP spent.
There we go.
Gotta give it up.
That's right.
So, for those of you at home that don't know, haven't played the Expanse system, churn is a mechanical representation of
The shit stirring.
the shit
Yeah.
stirring. So, like, fate is going to start swinging the opposite direction, that pendulum. The group was doing a lot of really powerful things, which means that a lot of shit was going to hit the fan pretty soon. So,
That's really
how many
good.
stunt points did you use?
So it's,
3.
it's
Very clever.
representation of karma?
Kinda,
Pretty much.
yeah.
Because
Okay.
fortune is just your luck.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, sometimes you got good luck, sometimes you got bad luck.
So we reduced churn by 3. Good.
All right, and what was your total?
14.
Perfect.
7.
7. Okay, it's
Oh,
fine.
wait.
It's not.
Sorry.
Drew was a little
12.
bit slower.
Sorry, no, it's Dex you're adding, right?
Yeah.
16.
16. Fine. Yeah. So 7. That's fine. All right. What was your total?
14.
14.
If
Okay.
this is
12.
Dex, yeah.
12. Okay.
11.
11. All right. I need you guys. Let's add all. Like, if you have your stunt die out, what was the total combined of your stunt dice?
4.
6. So
Okay.
10.
I'm adding up.
4 on this side.
11.
Perfect.
I also stunted on mine.
So 14.
Nice.
15.
So I will also come the waters with my 1.
So 15 points total.
Perfect. that is what you guys need. So that was an advanced test
Nice.
where basically your stuff adds. You guys each have to make a check, and then if you have successes, your stunt dice add up. So you guys basically sprinting down. Drugel's a little bit slower at first, but then you guys are able to help shepherd her along. Using the Kiri's knowledge of the station, you guys are basically taking some of the back ways and whatnot, and you make your way to.
Can I say something
Yeah.
for narrative? I think that what happens is Drugel leaves behind her other figment.
Yes.
Other figment, like waves goodbye. and shuffles.
Yes, that's what.
That's okay.
Is that what
My
happens,
suggestion,
Drugel?
Drugel.
when you leave, does it say "Be good"?
There it goes.
No, oh no, Iron Giant, you stay.
Oh no! Don't do it, Sam.
Whatever you want it to be.
That's what I'm picturing anyway. That's my
Where did the word?
Superman.
not his thing so much.
All
We're
right.
like high-fiving each other,
Yeah.
like running away.
You guys, taking some of these kind of back routes that you know through some of the maintenance corridors and all that, you burst into Cargo Bay 12C, and you can see Cat Bap underneath the ship, kind of like disconnecting some power cables. Like,
Okay, but
Is
why
it-
didn't we take that ship?
Was their ship not faster?
you guys were meeting.
Stood by.
Oh, their ship is.
We
in
don't want the
yeah.
Singili covenant of destruction on our tail. I'm just gonna look at Catbap and be like, we're running. It's bad. It's bad. We're running.
He's like, okay, fine. Like, he seems completely nonplussed by it and throws the thing down. You can see his ship is kind of you recognize it as not being a human-style ship. It's a little bit boxy. There's like a large cargo pod down to the side of it with a gangplank down. And you can see like the cockpit of the ship is to the right of the cargo pod. So it's kind of like a asymmetrical shaped ship. It's pretty large. It's about 40 meters long.
Every time Chase talks about like ship stuff, I'm just like that Chihuahua meme where he's just like nodding
Yep.
and like wagging the tail.
Not understanding.
That's the majority of my life at home with him.
That's right. Hey, Legendary Action Official, we do have another giveaway thanks to our friends at Green Ronin, and I think we're going to have a good steady supply of them for some time because our friends at Green Ronin are so generous.
Yeah.
They're
Um,
great.
would
And
you
we
guys-
love them.
Would you guys like to see the inside of the ship that you're on, just for funsies?
For funsies.
I would
Yeah.
love if there's a space map.
Yeah.
We need an exclamation point for funsies that just has,
Funsies. For
Little
we need exclamation point
explosions.
funsies, exclamation point needs. The needs.
So you guys come running up here. This is where like basically the gangplank goes down, and here's a large cargo bay. You run in and you can see a ring on the
Those
floor,
rings.
which you recognize as teleportation rings that will bring
Yes!
you down to the surface.
Oh.
Yeah, they called it ringing. Bap Yap kind of like to move quick. Cat Bap moving quickly on all four legs, kind of pulls himself into the cockpit and says, "Hey, Takiri, you want to fly co-pilot?"
I'm already in there.
Oh, I'll make
Takiri
yourself
almost grabbed in as pilot. Like, not even co-pilot. I'm
She's already
betting that
slid in.
Takiri is slid in at the pilot's seat. Yes?
Yeah, I would have waited for that. Yeah,
Do you take the pilot seat or the co-pilot seat?
I take the pilot seat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then he's like, "Okay, just make yourself at home. I'll be in the co-pilot seat."
I've already got the startup sequence going.
Yep, exactly, because of your talent, right? Where
I
you
have
start
a free
up with
action to start it up.
So,
Yep.
like, literally, you guys would be like, as the last of you comes in and hits the button on the side of the thing, and the
So
cargo bay
good.
door starts to pull closed. You can feel the engines start to thrum to life, and then you can hear Cat Bap pull up the thing. He's like, "Just contacting air traffic control, requesting permission to exit the ship." And like you can just hear him negotiating with the Sangheili as the ship starts to lift up off of the deck. It's about, from you, Dakiri, the ship is about 45 meters long, so it's pretty small, relatively to other ships. And you can see after a few moments, like, we're good to go! And you can see this large shimmering force field wall in front of you kind of go down as the force field opens to allow you out of the docking bay. As the ship, are you going to pilot it out, I'm assuming?
I am, and as I'm doing so, I'm setting a countdown timer for everyone to get to their crash couches.
Alrighty.
Is there like a comms station? Because I'll strap in there.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, there is a comm station. There's several. You can basically each find a seat into something. So one thing that you know about these ships, Dikiri, is almost all ships come with what are called inertial compensators.
Oh, okay.
They basically stop you from being crushed when you accelerate. However, in order to eke out more performance out of a ship, you can lower the inertial compensators.
I was being kind by giving everyone a warning of when it was coming.
Okay. So you let them know to strap in.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Everyone who's strapped in, if you're going to lower that in order to punch the ship, is that what you're doing? I'm asking.
Yes.
Okay, so any one of you who's sitting in a ship, you notice like these kind of like weird mechanical structures with tubes, and like they like come up and they jab into your body wherever you're sitting, and you feel this it feels like ice water being poured into your veins, but your heart feels like it's going like twice as fast if you had a heart. As then you are suddenly like crushed into your seat. You feel as if you are 3 times heavier as Dakiri punches the ship.
I don't know if that would work with me.
It will.
Okay.
It's been like the slurry has been modified though.
Got it. To disperse.
11 on that one.
11. So you're fine. Actually, this isn't a really hard check for you. I would say that you just basically punch the ship, and everyone feels like they are crushed against their seat. I need everyone to make me a Constitution check with a +2.
Cool. And hey,
Is it
Tandu.
a tolerance or stamina?
I would use tolerance. Yeah.
Can I stun?
I
No.
hate you.
It's reactive, I know. Con +2, okay.
14.
13.
10.
18!
Damn!
Yeah.
You're all good. You feel like you feel one of your ribs pop back into place, but that's pretty typical. That one was always a little bit loose. As you feel like your organs and stuff being crushed inside of your body, but the juice definitely helps. And you just kind of rocket away from the ship. Bapiap says you can hear him kind of argue. He's like, "Oh no, I can't. You're breaking up. I can't hear you." Yeah, they were not happy.
I love that. What is it?
Cat
Cap,
Bap.
yeah.
You s-
Cap,
Yeah.
Bap.
You said Bap, yeah.
You did.
Cat Bap.
The
Cat,
last,
Bap.
there
Cat.
was a
We'll just
different
call
one.
him Cat. Call
Cat.
him
There was a
Cat.
different
Cat.
Envoy that we talked to in a
I think
different
we just
session.
took off without
was
their crew.
Bap-Yap.
Yep. Oh. Wow. I don't care. Never mind. I was going to have a whole thing, but I actually don't care.
So we're punching ships.
Punching ships. So now you guys are you're in the ship moving basically at sublight speeds. The ship can pretty quickly accelerate to something like 10 or 20% of light speed. But you know that that's not actually going to be what gets you there. You probably want to go through slip space. So Catbat turns to you guys and says, "Okay, guys. Well, gonna take about by my recollection." And he checks the chart. He's like, 17 days for us to get there. I don't have enough food to feed all of you, so you probably just want to get into the freezy pods and go to sleep. I mean, I can thaw you out every few days if you want to get out and stretch and stuff. Or, I mean, you don't have to go right away. We can have some food or something. I just don't have a lot on the ship.
This plan was not well thought out.
Why was that not conveyed when we were gathering supplies?
I did mention that we had cryo chambers. That's pretty typical for a trip of this duration.
Yeah. But I mean, it would have been nice if we knew that there wasn't a lot of food.
I mean, we can stop, and if you guys want to stay awake the whole time, that's fine too. I mean, a lot of people actually just kind of like, it's like when you're in a car ride and you fall asleep and you just get there.
Yeah, we space traveled before, but
Yeah. I mean, you could eat my food. You liked it. You know how good it was. That's fine.
yes, I had a delicious lichen and algae in a pond water broth. It was delicious.
Yeah.
I'm just going to look at them all very pointedly as I say that.
Well,
Mostly the humans. I guess these two wouldn't really care.
I'll just eat pieces of the ship.
No, actually, please don't.
I prefer you don't, but you know what? I have some rusty tools in the workshop that you could probably have.
Perfect.
Can you turn up just a tad?
Oh, there's music, Sai.
Well,
it's wrong.
I'll say to Kat, I don't feel good about going under on this trip, but if there's not enough food, there's not enough food.
Oh, I mean, I didn't mean to make it out to be more dire than it is. I mean, we could probably get more at Rijimma. If you don't mind my food, I just don't have a lot of human and, well, whatever you guys eat. Food. Very human, right? You kind of look like a human.
Did you just say you ate human?
No, you look very human, right? I don't know. I don't have a lot of what humans normally eat.
No, but I have the same diet.
Okay, so
Oh, I missed something. Yeah.
You know Darth Maul?
No.
That.
He's not a human. He's a
Oh.
She's
Zubaran.
not human.
Zubar.
Oh.
I thought those were
Do you eat?
Yeah, but
They are, but this is legally
Yes.
different. And
Got it.
Correct.
Oh yeah. Got it.
it's distinctly
Zubaran.
similar to
Yeah.
the appearance
Actually,
that
this is fine.
somebody has.
Honestly, it might be nice. I don't usually have company on these trips like this. If you guys don't mind, maybe every few days. And I'm not saying this to dissuade you, but I don't breathe oxygen, and so sometimes it's nice. Maybe you guys could put on the masks, and then I could fill it with methane as normal, and then because I can then walk around. I mean, we'll just take turns. It's only 17 days. This is fine.
Cap, you know the methane is flammable, right?
Oh yeah, that's why you just don't like smoke in here.
No, that's not gonna work for this one.
He like you hear like him like he reaches behind him and tightens up a little seal on his backpack. He's like,
Right.
yeah.
I just put it out on like the dashboard.
Yeah, I mean it's okay now, but if you guys don't mind, and in my quarters I can just fill that with methane and it's just more comfortable for me. It's my ship, but I can show you guys to your quarters if you want to sleep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Remind me, so Dracelite are kind of like what people picture when they think camels, like they just kind of intake food and like hold it, right? Or what? Did I read that wrong? Or
We made that up. We were calling you meatwad.
That's right.
That was something that we just.
You do. Everybody poops.
But no.
So, this is great.
So, what do Dracelite eat then? So to continue that conversation in a more serious manner.
Potatoes.
You can eat. You can eat normal human food.
Sorry.
I just eat normal.
Yeah. You eat
Okay.
it. You literally in the description it says you eat it by surrounding your body around it and so you just put it in you and then you slowly break it down.
Oh,
The way a cell works.
Oh, great! Like I'm a giant.
Hey, thank you, Wormwood Gaming, for the raid.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Aw.
This is awesome.
That is a tremendous.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're just discussing the finer points
Disgusting.
of Dracelite physiology.
They always catch us at a good time.
Yeah, you
do.
just missed a harrowing ship battle and them escaping in a cargo freighter, and now they were getting ready to go to slip space. But,
That's right.
Yeah.
Woo.
Perfect.
hey, tell them should we tell them the giveaway?
Yeah, give
We have a
away.
giveaway right now for Expanse RPG PDF and from our friends at Green Ronin, and just the commands right there! ! Space to enter.
Yeah, just make sure to follow the channel first.
Follow the channel first.
That's right.
Um,
Salty has it.
Unless there is some hacking I can do between here and there, I don't need to be awake.
This is what would be called an interlude. So interludes, you can do a number of different things. You can just rest. You can relax. You can socialize. If you weren't on a ship, you could actually go try to do work. You could do research. You can train your body. So you can actually advance stats and whatnot by spending time studying. So if you I want to get stronger, you can spend time doing your interludes working out, and you can get stronger at things when you level up. So,
Good God, that sounds miserable.
just letting you know.
Can I increase my constitution by rigorous activity?
You and Kiri could. I mean,
Yeah.
How many people can fit in a crowd pod?
And specifically, Drupal, you could do what's called researching. So you spend time looking up or digging for information.
Neato. What kind of digging should I do, guys?
Maybe on what sort of situation we might find ourselves in when we get to Rijimma.
Okay, so first off, did we ask our pilot if we're going to the seedy underbelly of Rijimma or the main port of Rijimma?
I think we decided. I think it sounded like that's Matt. It's. I think if we fly under radar, all the better. Especially if this thing Gailey might be looking for us now. And why? I know we're acting with proper authority here, but we can't trust. We can't trust that. So, I think if we fly under the radar, it's all the better.
Right. If he's going to ground here, that means that he's probably got
Someone greased.
exactly. So we want to make sure we make the quietest entry that we can and set up shop in an area that we know that he has to go through, but will have the least amount of chance that he's got buddies and defenses.
Well, yeah, don't give his mole on the inside time to react.
Right.
It is the best way to get the drop on him.
Like right away.
Mm-hmm.
But
And if we're
Yeah.
facing a sorcerer, that is our
What is that?
option.
that's right.
Oh, man.
Sure.
Fucking... That's our right of way!
Come on!
You know, those large freighters, they're so rude.
You guys,
Yeah.
as you guys slowly
They
play
act
your
like
way
they
to the
own-
edge of the system.
They act like they own the space.
Yeah, the space lanes.
It's
You know what I'm talking about. That's literally what they're called. You have areas in which
Literally
you're allowed
going
to fly.
any other direction, but no, here
I
we
mean,
are.
it is three-dimensional, but they give you areas where it's supposed to be safe to fly. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to land at this seedy underbelly area that you know about, I've never actually been to that port in Rijimma, but I'm happy to do so.
Yeah. Thank you, Noodle 126 for the follow. Woo-hoo! Follow and then enter the giveaway.
That's right.
Space.
Yeah.
Space.
So,
Space hands?
I mean, that's applause in sign language.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah. That's why I do this when people do things, because I'm applauding.
oh.
I just thought you never learned how to clap.
Oh,
How does it work? No!
you grew up in the quiet place.
Yeah. Oh no.
This is how we clap.
Oh,
You call
oof,
those
it got dark.
Whoa, Snuggy, don't challenge me, buddy. I will throw down on some
Easy,
space.
space.
Yeah, so basically, you guys have about 17 days, of downtime to do with what you will. Any scenes that you want to have, you can have.
Okay, then I will research, because that's real exciting, guys. Sorry. I will research with my hackerisms, and I will specifically be looking for...
Hacker.
Searching the deep web.
So I'll be specifically trying to get blueprints of the port that he's going to come into.
Okay.
Anything I can find on his skills, so the space version of Interpol,
Right.
and making sure that the information I had found before I share with Cap,
Mhm.
so that he knows where the other side of the
Yeah.
spaceport is.
Makes sense.
And then, so Interpol, blueprints, and anything I can find out on his thugs.
Okay, sure.
Question. May I assist by using intelligence tactics on directing Droogle on like what sort of things to look for and
I would say
helping to
specifically
prod
for
on that
like
stuff?
I would say specifically for like the blueprints in one that might work. Yeah. How would so in what way would tactics help? I guess with her doing research
Because
on.
we're going to use this information to develop our tactics.
Okay, sure.
So
Yeah, sure. I would say roll me a test. Each of you roll me an test. You use your intelligence tactics, and Google, you use me your intelligence research check.
Thanks for the follow, Hunting
So if
Jack.
you don't have a research subcategory, then just use your intelligence.
I could do intelligence security.
Security would definitely help you with the station one.
15.
Yeah. So we're doing the station one. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus 5 is 16. Plus 1 for security is 17.
Yep, and then Alexis, you get to add your. She's made the check, but you get to add your stunt dice to this.
Oh, okay. It was a 5.
5. So 22.
22!
Excellent.
That's exciting.
Jesus.
High five!
Yeah.
Teamwork!
2-word phrases.
Yep.
Eventually, she's going to show.
That's right.
Excellent.
Play a dress
Just
alike.
all dress alike.
All dress alike, one shot.
So many lightsabers.
Yes.
Or
Yes.
spinning around.
What are we doing Friday?
As one.
Gosh. They all kind of like get into each other, like form like a mecha.
Okay,
mecha
so
dress
I
Dress
think,
light chain?
yeah.
I think that runs under my knowledge check. So when you make a successful test with a focus, the GM gives you an extra piece of information. So when looking at the blueprints,
Yeah.
Right? Because this is the focus on blueprints with that 22.
Yeah, with your security check, I can give you an extra piece of information.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, let me think really quick.
Incorrigible.
You see that there is basically at that station, even though it's kind of like it's the transfer station, there is an office for what basically equates to Sarakan Customs. Like it's a private organization that that they've hired, but it's basically the official customs office on their behalf. So you know that there would be armed people and armed ships in the quadrant, even though it's kind of backwater.
And we have a general layout of whatever this looks like.
You get the records are actually public record, but you're able to find them like in a Sarakan database. It's not the human one, but you're able to you're using the hyperspace transceiver, and you're able to get that information.
Okay. What would you like me to pull on Interpol? Because I'm gonna guess that's more hacking, unless.
Well, you can just check their site.
Oh,
They have public records. If you're gonna hack, that's a whole other animal, and you probably wouldn't really be able to do it. Once you're in slip space, you're using it's not as good. It's kind of like being a slow connection, if that makes sense, because you're in another dimension. So you're able to do more research stuff during your time, but the hacking would be harder.
Got it. So should I look?
I would just use the same check. It's the same one for all three. So research. So Interpol probably wouldn't be security. That would probably just be
technology.
Just use intelligence straight,
Okay.
because there's literally a research focus that you can go
Can I
into.
stunt? No.
Yeah.
Then I will use the knowledge again. Get myself an extra piece of information if this succeeds. So it's 15 plus 1 is 16.
Excellent. So looking up specific information, he's got a rap sheet. It was mostly for theft, possession of a deadly weapon, possession of illicit materials, and whatnot. The most recent one is murder, and that's what's actually got him onto Interpol's, the international or intergalactic version of Interpol's site, was for the murder of this senator's son.
And there is any further details about the murder, or just what we found before?
Pretty much just what you found before. They've omitted any details of him being electrocuted and whatnot.
Is there anything that would prove that he was a sorcerer or who he associates that we could be running into?
That was the last thing you were looking for is Droogs. There's nothing, and I'm just going to tell you, there's nothing indicative of him being into that kind of a thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It seemed like he was a common criminal, for lack of a better term, in a crowded urban city, and then just out of left field, he's murdered a detective and is on the run.
Interesting.
He's part of a gang, you can see.
I've got a level 5 intelligence. I'm going to ask the question. Is there any possibility that he was framed?
It's very possible. But his behavior of him running is questionable.
He's already potentially a bad guy.
Right.
Okay. Then I will keep the framed question to myself. And
Perfect. And this research takes time because of the
Of
dial-up
course.
connection, and so this is over the course of many days. Slip space is actually really boring. When you're in it, it's just blackness on the outside. There's nothing. It's just you're in another dimension.
It's not even the white streaks.
No.
Nope.
It really sucks.
In another dimension.
And Cat Bap says, yeah, it gets really boring. They say some people go crazy from being in here, but I've always found it to be very soothing.
Do you share that information, Droogle? You share that information with
everything but everything that we just learned except for me thinking that he might have been framed.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Whenever as the information comes, late one night when we're kind of brainstorming as a group, whoever wants to be there, whoever's into brainstorming, kind of just sitting around, probably late, and I will say, I've been thinking about it. I've seen this kind of thing before. I've seen powers used this way. It is possible that they are practiced, trained, But there's two ways you get power. Practice, train, endurance, insight. It takes years. Hardly anyone can actually get above the basics. The flip side of that is there's kind of two waves. There's the focused and disciplined path. There's that wire that runs through. And then there's this kind of live wire of power. And you hold it, it'll juice you, but it corrupts you. And you hold it for too long, you use it too often, you lose control of yourself. So whoever did this is either trained and very good, or they're just riding the live wire. I've seen it a lot. It corrupts most people pretty fast. It could be a youngin', just some impressionable gang member who had a touch of the power, and now they're riding that live wire. Jumping,
Get
goddamn
the fuck
freight.
out!
Jumping from one job to the next at the behest of his criminal masters, riding the wire. I've seen it. I feel like those are the two likely scenarios. A pro, or someone who's pretty good, trained, or some punk who's just doing that.
Either way, very dangerous.
Yeah. Some people call it dark side, whatever, but I don't see it that way.
We have a picture of the dude, Rod, right?
Durzo, yeah. Durzo Rod. As you cast these slides or terminal out into the middle of the small table that you guys are gathered around, it projects it up above, and you can see this like rotating three-dimensional face. It's a pretty rough-looking Sarakan male, so he's reptilian, light green skin. He's got tattoos on one side of his face, and you can see that basically this entire part of the right side of his face is just chromy metal, and he's got a glowing green red eye, and you can see pretty conspicuous cybernetics. They can make them indistinguishable from the real thing.
Inquiry here. This is actually interesting from a world building aspect. Whenever people are touching into the dark side, or that live wire as I like to call it, does that leave when they really get into it and get juiced, does that leave noticeable physical corruption? And are cybernetics and replacements a way of people deal with that?
Yes, to the first question, it can have physical manifestations. You haven't normally heard of. Normally, cybernetics actually can inhibit your ability to tap into the source of all things. But perhaps this is this particular group's way of dealing with it, or even looking into it. I would say, just because you were spending time researching these people, as you start to look more into like the criminal aspect of Durzo, just not to send you on any like red herrings, you see that the droogs that he runs with, cybernetics is actually a thing that they partake in. Like it's kind of like their gang's thing. It makes them more dangerous, and it is like it's almost like a leather jacket for them.
The more you got, the higher rank you are.
And it would be common knowledge that cybernetics messes with the Sorcy shenanigans.
That's a little bit less so, but he knows it because he's like a trained well, he knows. I didn't say anything.
Because I got power.
Because he knows it. He's got it. He can use it.
And we've been around you enough that we even know that. Can you tell if he's a user?
Yeah, when we get closer, I can sense,
Anything from pictures?
I don't think so.
Doesn't look like that, unfortunately.
I will tell you if he is juiced, he's just getting into it, because normally it's like their eyes get red and pale and crack. There's paleness, crackling veins. I mean, you can see it when they're really, really juiced.
So, Drake, few months ago on the Elysium Dream run, we saw you use that lightning.
Yeah, buddy.
You're not supposed to remember.
No, it's canon, right?
Canon.
It's
It
canon.
is.
Yeah,
I'm just
it's,
teasing.
yeah. It's not really. I wouldn't call it a well. Yeah. Yes, I did. I can.
Should we be worried?
No, I mean, like I said, everyone can do it if you have access to. Oh, a lot of the people I knew could do it. It's always there. It offers a lot, and I only use it when my back's against the wall. And that Elysium Dream job was bad. I mean, Cassie was down, Drupal was bleeding,
I get it.
and I was pinned down in the bush. So,
Okay.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
so, no, I don't. I only use it when I need to.
Fair enough.
You can, as like the silence kind of hits the thing, you can hear the light snoring of Cat Bat from the captain's chair as he's curled up in his little ball.
Love him so damn much.
Oh.
God damn it, Cat Map! I wish I knew how to quit you.
Yeah, you guys would be all over here in the common room, and he's over there in the captain's quarters.
A little cranky.
So I would bring up. Could the bad guy have been framed?
I mean, yeah, sure.
I don't know about the senator.
You pull up the dossier. The only thing that it really includes is his name is Wendell Trost.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't sound familiar, but there's thousands of
Enemies or anything like that?
Roll me just a straight intelligence check.
If I can help it, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I could say you guys could. Anyone with intelligence, good intelligence, can put their heads together.
I stunted.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
Investigation.
rolled decently this time.
Mm-hmm.
So just straight intelligence is a 15.
Okay, I would say use maybe an exploration stunt.
And then
Yeah.
17.
16, 17. So what was your stunt dice?
2.
2.
Mine's
So
a fuck you.
yep. So you can add that
Oh.
since you're adding. That's how you add it to
Cool.
your roll.
Jesus.
So
So
she,
20 or whatever.
yep. So you succeeded quite well.
Could impress everyone. No.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's
Income.
a appropriate one, or maybe investigation.
Yeah, that's
stunt.
what I was
I'm
gonna
dumb.
say.
I'm
Is
dumb.
it
Okay, all right.
investigation?
Yeah, that's an investigation.
Do you have investigation on this sheet somewhere? Thank you, because I didn't.
That was what I think. I think
Aha,
was
the
missing.
flashback, the intuition, lucky break
Right,
down
I'm-
the rabbit hole or breakthrough.
Got it. Yeah, I think we got that. Yeah, something happened. I must have missed that.
Well,
shit.
5 would be breakthrough,
There you go. Yeah.
and I have 5 stunt points to spend, so.
Sure. So you find a pretty interesting expose with Drugal's help. You guys are utilizing CatBep's hyperspace transceiver that talks through wave space, and you're able to find a bit of pay dirt on Wendell Trost. So he is a pretty powerful senator from Harivore. And you find out a little bit more about Harivore as you do this research too, because it's kind of intrinsic to looking into it, because he's from Harivore and he's very active in his politics. Harivore is a pretty wealthy planet. It has a population of probably between 230 to 240 million, so which is pretty good. It being kind of out there comparatively, Earth has like 23 billion who live on it right now.
Jesus.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like to leave the core systems because Earth was one of the few planets that did not fall during the war. So even though there's a lot of opportunities out there, people to stay
And you
live.
inherit that sweet, sweet basic income on Earth.
You
That's
do.
right.
Yeah.
So people are living in a lot of stuff. So basically, you read that there's been some juicy gossip about Wendell and his son Jared. Wendell was trying to basically groom Jared into being a politician like himself and entering the life. And Jared rebelled and said some pretty public things about his father, and became a private detective instead. And so, and he was working within the criminal element on Herivore, or working for the PD at the major city. Knockstad is the capital city of Herivore. And that he was part of the Knockstad PD when he died.
So how close did he get? How good was he as a detective? And what did he find? Maybe his dad whacked him, or maybe he was just good at his job.
My contact who gave us the job.
Mm-hmm.
This is good.
Do I know what is my gut and my experience tell me as to whether or not she'd be dirty?
Oh, okay. Roll me
Like in on the whole
intelligence, empathy, and give me a +2 because you were familiar with her. Like you
Intelligence, empathy?
perception, empathy.
Okay.
Apologies.
It's okay. I was just like, I don't think that's a... No. See,
Your buddy
when I roll the
Axel's
same
in chat.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Hey, Axel.
Hey!
Thanks for
Hey.
stopping by.
But at least instead of, maybe
I love.
shooting the bad guy first, we can talk to him.
Yeah. Or at least, yeah.
You said empathy and do what? Straight
Empathy and give me. I would say give me. I'm giving you a +2 just based off of your relationship with her, the contact,
Cool.
the contact skill that you have.
14.
14. You know what? She was always very good by you. She was pretty. I do not understand why this thing keeps coming up. This is a cruising thing. There aren't ships around. You're in slip space.
I see him in my dreams.
The unified authority.
Can we trust?
It's just the maneuvering thrusters kicking in every now
That's
and then.
right.
That's right, that's right.
In
Thought it was
space.
stopping was in
Because
Twitch
because
Con.
Dakiri gets a little twitchy.
Awesome. It's great to have you. We're running my sci-fi game for the next 5 weeks.
Hell yeah.
He gave us a bunch of advice on how to set up for Twitch when we first got started.
Yep.
She was always trustworthy. You remember when you departed the Unified Authority, she tried to plead with you to stay. She thought there was a lot of good that you could still do. She always seemed to be one of those ones that had a pretty open heart and wanted to do good.
Idealist.
Yeah, and she continues to send you good contracts because of an extension of her respect for your decision.
Gotcha. Alright. I want to wave her then.
Wave her? Okay.
Yeah, send her a wave.
Hey.
However you do the thing.
Can you do that
Sorry,
in
I'm
slip
using-
space? How
sorry.
does this work?
I went into
You
Firefly
actually
talk.
have to.
Sorry.
You have to with his. You have to send messages. There's no like live. Well,
Yeah,
in
'cause
slip
we're in
space.
slip space.
Yeah.
So
But
you
the
just
ads
like-
load really fast.
She doesn't have ads on hers
No, I
because
do
she
not.
paid
Oh,
for it.
remember,
That's
I was
right.
going to hack his. So
Oh, yeah.
it'd be-
Oh, yeah,
I
downtime.
basically give you ad block.
We do have to. If you want to let her hack your.
Unless
How
you
much
have-
information is on my thing?
Basically, you
It's
granted
public.
access to your cloud drive, so a hacker could access any of your everything. Like the terminal is just like a.
How
You
much
could
do
throw it
you
away.
trust the potato?
That's what I'm trying to decide.
You have access to all of your
Yes.
information that you have.
It's just ads. It's fine. Thanks, though. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, look at that blackness out there, and I walk away.
Look at the empty vastness of space.
Remember when there was nothing? Just an empty void.
That's great.
I liked it better.
So you can only send messages because real expensive high-tech ships can do live communication while in slip space. Unfortunately, this ain't one of them.
Cool.
So you consider a message?
I'll just say. Play this close to the chest for now. Or, actually, hang on. Is there a way that I can say something in a way that would tell her, because we'd worked together before, to tell her, like, hey, keep your guard up, don't trust anybody on this, without actually spelling that out verbally.
Yeah, you could
Probably would have had.
roll me a communication. I don't think you would have a specialty for this.
Sure.
You can roll me a communication check. Basically,
The military background?
to like use like it's basically like a deception check where you're trying to convey one thing.
Right.
And you might even throw a piece of lingo from your
Right.
military background.
Like soft thieves can't.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Stunted. I don't know if it matters.
What was your total check?
My total check is, let's see, 14.
Yeah. Actually, I would say that you are able to because there is a stunt
I have
under
4
here.
on my stunt
That's
die.
specifically, there is a stunt that's specific
Cool.
for that.
So I'll use 2 for hidden message. So that's what I'll do with I'll
That's-
do a hidden message.
Yes, you couldn't find
And
it. Though.
So good.
and another thing. Before. Oh wait. No, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, let's just do the hidden message.
Yeah, just hidden message, and I'll impress. I'll impress her
Okay.
with my, because I have more stunt points.
So you
So
figure
I'll impress her at the same time.
how would you
Just a
convey
little.
how would you convey the danger?
Basically, what I want to get across to her is that the people who hired her probably can't be trusted,
Got it.
and she needs to play it cool and just toe the line for now, until I can actually get to the bottom of. We can get to the bottom of things, and I can fill her in and sort things out. But she needs to not let on that she's
So-
aware that the force might. That the sorcery bullshit might be involved.
So you in a very surreptitious way do that in your message,
Yeah.
like code it into whatever conversation you're having, maybe referencing old missions that you'd gone on or actions that you'd had together.
Right.
After several hours, you get a response, and she basically says, "Cassie, it's great to hear from you. I'm glad that you are on your way to the mission. Yeah, I really miss the old days too. I could always, count on you to have my back.
Especially in the lonely
That's
nights.
right. That's right.
Yep.
That's true.
So
Cassie's out here
How it was.
slaying across the galaxy.
That's right.
76 years.
That's
Just
right.
well,
Nothing.
70.
Yeah.
Minus, the
adult appropriate.
So
56 years.
That's
of
right.
Cassie fucks to survive. And
That's right.
she says, "Let me know when you arrive at Hervorth or any other developments." Thanks.
Good.
Awesome.
That was awesome. I love how the stunt systems let us break through and get information and stuff.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's so
That was a
good.
really good showcase.
Wonderful.
Love it when the mechanics push the narrative.
Glorious.
So you can't
I would say,
completely fuck the plot.
I mean,
Well, I mean that's not so bad. Just help. It's just cool. It's what systems should do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like it's not
It's really
in a
nice.
way, it's just there.
It
it's
assists.
good design.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So I would say at this point, a couple weeks have passed. You guys have been finding different ways to pass the time.
I've been meditating a lot,
Mm-hmm. That makes a lot of sense.
as I do.
Dak, do you have anything specific that you want to do?
I will probably switch to my armor since I've ruined my jumpsuit by
Right.
tearing an extra hole in it.
If you want, I would say that your jumpsuit is actually made out of like a kind of a self-preparing material.
perfect.
Like it's not like instantly, but you like press the seam together, and
And
over
over
time
time
it
it'll
just
fix
kind of like
itself.
fixes itself.
It's
and
alive.
then I probably want to see if I can start adding extra stuff to my shield.
Sure, I would
Extra metal
say
and stuff.
make me.
Scrap.
I guess it's an intelligence crap, but you can just spend time on doing it.
Yeah.
Because eventually, I'm guessing you want to get it to like the bigger shield.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I would just say you spend a good amount of time. You pull some like the spare metal and like refuse that you have out of your bags. And then at one point Cat Bap sees what you're doing and like kind of comes over quizzically and watches you and says, "Well, I got some extra scrap under the deck if you want it. I think you could add it."
Could
Yes,
get
that would be
So
very good.
I'm
good.
gonna adopt this NPC.
That's right.
That would be very good.
Here, and he like pulls up the deck plating and
That's right.
pulls out some metal for you.
Have that shirt on.
He says, "This has actually been pretty nice. Normally I'm just by myself this whole time, and I catch up on my stories and stuff, but it gets pretty lonely." He's sitting with like his little feet that are like half the length of his arms,
damn
just
it.
So
tottering.
adorable.
Is there anything that I can be a maker for or improve on
He
his
dies.
ship with his technology and stuff?
You could try to take a look at his system if you wanted to. We're getting pretty far in the trip, and that you might not want to do it while you're in slip space, but you could do it at dock. That would actually be a really good time to do it.
Okay,
You can look around and like get a read on it.
so I would basically ask him if he wanted help with his technology.
Oh, he says, "Yeah, I mean, the condenser coil in the drive has been giving me the fritz. I've been meaning to replace it, but maybe when we get there, if you're not, too busy doing the stuff, you could help me."
Doing the stuff.
Yeah,
What's this exactly?
This is what you guys do, right? You get out
Well-
there and you pew pew Elysium Dream.
I mean, we're kind of more like peacekeepers.
Oh,
Doing the stuff.
that's exactly it. So, yeah.
I actually kind of want to take up on the offer to train because I have nothing
Yeah.
else to do for all this
Absolutely.
time. How does this work?
So let me read the thing to you because you do have a fair amount of time.
I want to get better at flirting.
I'm already really good at that.
I mean, I am.
I literally took attractive as a trait.
I knew you would.
What stat would you
I
like to
knew you
improve?
would. I love that reaction.
I'd like to get better at actually the force. Excuse me.
Source.
The source, the power.
Your willpower.
Powers.
Yes, willpower. Yeah.
I would
Get
say,
90 hours?
yeah. So basically, the way that it works is you have to spend. Roll me a willpower check, actually.
Here we go.
And remember, you get a +1.
If I'm in
not too
front.
shabby. 13.
13.
I get +1. 14.
That's good enough. Okay. What was your stunt dice from that one?
That's my set dice. 3.
3. Can you roll it for me one more time?
The whole check.
The whole check again. Yep.
Big money, no Emmys.
Not the greatest, but 13.
Well, there was
Cool.
big money and a win.
And what was your stunt die check? again?
1.
1, so 4. Okay, I would say that you have. So basically, it works for like after you've accumulated like 100 hours or something. I'm assuming you're not spending the entire time doing it. So I'm going to say you probably have got 3 + 4, 3 + 1. I'd say you probably have 6 hours towards your 100 hours.
Okay.
And I would say because like,
Jesus.
well, it's powerful to be able to improve your.
Well, yeah,
improve your
I was just
stats.
curious how it worked. I wanted to
Yeah.
showcase it.
Wow.
Exactly. It's an advanced challenge,
Right,
and
right.
yeah.
Cool, thanks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Spend all your fortune to pump that.
So and what, like the things that you do, it's kind of like that
Speaking
training
about
montage
spending fortune
in that one movie that we're not going to mention. So like,
Because we don't want to be destroyed.
right.
That's
So
right.
like you can see at points like literally in the cargo hold, Drake like lifting things with his mind, which is a pretty impressive sight. Sometimes like standing on one hand, practicing the different abilities that you know, and just basically like
Creating figments of myself and like sparring with them.
Cat Bat walks by and says, "Do I do not?"
God damn it.
Exactly. Yeah, and so you have you've documented the 6 towards the 100. Okay. Is there anything else that anyone else would like to do during their interim period?
So I would like to pull up the nav maps just to familiarize myself with the system we're about to go into.
Sure.
And is there anything unorthodox I could do in order to shave time off of our trip?
Roll me an intelligence, and I'm going to allow you to add your. Actually, roll me a dexterity piloting.
All right. Stunted.
Hey.
13 plus 6, so that's a 19.
19. And what was your stunt dice?
6.
6. Roll me. Look at the exploration stunt. That might be a good one.
Speed Demon. You complete your test in half the time it would otherwise take. Maybe.
Close. Keep that one in your pocket.
All right. You're talking about general exploration, right?
Yeah, sure.
So number 5, frugal. You use only what you need to get the job done.
Okay.
Save
so,
resources.
And what was your stunt?
Roll
Was
with
a
a
5?
flourish. My stunt was a 6.
Stunt was a 6. Okay, I'm gonna say I'm going to say that, and so the way that slip space physics works is you're in basically an 11-dimensional parallel reality.
I'm sorry, Chase.
Yeah.
I do have it. There's jury rig.
Yeah.
That allows me to improvise a piece of equipment to be more effective. So maybe I can do that with the ship.
You push the engines on the ship, I'm going to say. Normally
Perfect.
it's a 7.4. You get it closer to a 7.0. You take the travel time from 17 days to... 1 second.
Awesome.
So, but as you do that, that does cause you guys a complication. After about the 10th day, during you guys' research, you drop out of slip space, and you can hear. 1 second.
The freight noise. When you needed it the most, it wasn't there.
Right.
You hear this
Oh,
going, and you
great.
can see, like, from the
It's a
engine room in the
Corvette,
back,
I
you can
get
see
it.
steam start to out of one of the out of a port in the back. Droogle, you're kind of back there, like, reading on your terminal, and you can hear this shit going on, and you can hear commotion coming from the back. Like, you see, like, pushing his way out of his quarters because he was sleeping. Catbap comes out, and he's, like, hastily trying to don his backpack and put his breather in his mouth. He's like, "What did you do?"
Deck is just cursing, and every pilot swear that she knows, or pirate swear, I should say, that she knows. Drugo, we have a problem.
Yes. This is how our group. This is how our group works. We fuck it up and we're like, Droogle, fix this. This is exactly how it works.
This makes me so happy.
What now?
Do I know what's wrong with the ship?
So
Is
you
it
see
the cooler coil that he was talking
it
about?
blew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was in the back.
So the thing that cools the slip space drive overheated as you pushed it, getting basically deeper into the level of slip space where the ship normally can't traverse, and you caused it to blow. The slip space drive is temporarily KIA, and it is leaking a not so healthy gas into the cargo area there in the back.
Great.
That's a nice way to put it.
Not so healthy.
Cat Bap walks over and he grabs like a breather device and he like shoves it over towards you, and he looks over at you, Droogle, and he's just like, it's like, we gotta go deal with this now.
So if I can divert air to the
Yeah.
outside from the thing, and
Sure.
can
Make me go up to the you make your way up to one of the what would you call it, the terminals there in the back, and you start to access this. Just make me an intelligence technology roll as Nikiri and him go into the back.
Okay, I yelled to the rest of the group, might be a good idea to get your vac suits on. And I don mine as well.
Okay.
18.
Oh
18.
boy.
Perfect. So you start diverting some of the gas out. It's going slightly faster than the rate that it's coming in. So it's not going to keep building up, but they will still need the masks for the work that they're going to do. You and him, I guess, go back into the engine room, and you can see like the busted coil sticking out of the side of the subspace unit. And he's like, "All right, well, you're gonna have to help me with this. It takes two sets of hands."
I'm already there.
So I'm gonna say, does anyone else want to try to help in any
Yes.
way? Yeah.
Does this gas actually threaten me? Because
It's a toxin. I would say no, actually. You cough, like it's irritating your throat and stuff, but it's not like killing
Right.
you. It's like burning your eyes, but it's not terrible.
So, if we need somebody to be actually closer to it
Mhm.
and helping out,
You
I
can go in there and
do
be an extra set of hands.
that. So
yeah.
I will help in that manner.
Yep. So Cassie walks in, not like ignoring the
Just
warnings about the
nonplussed.
gas. Like her eyes are tearing up a little bit, but you see her basically is fine.
And I could just hold my breath, right?
Just put on some
Yeah.
goggles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Breaths.
so basically everyone's in there. Like yeah, a
Breaths.
couple people allowed doing it. It's like,
Hold on.
okay, first I think we have to unscrew the condenser coil, but be careful not to turn it too far clockwise because then it can over wrench and it can cause a feedback loop into the slip space drive. So just
I guess follow my lead. You got that?
Putting on my back suit. All I heard.
You basically got like the one that's just over your face, And so, all right, I need Drugel, if you want to pull up like a schematic, that would be your way of helping. So if you want to make an intelligence check straight, and then just whatever your stunt dice is.
That's right.
So that's 10, 15.
Sure.
And my stunt dice is 5.
5. Perfect. All right. Sean, do you have any stats or abilities that you think would be relevant to this check?
No, probably not.
I would say you can roll an intelligence check and add your pilot focus because you are a pilot and you've worked on ships before.
That I've been using for 20 years.
I never have.
13, 14, 16.
16. Perfect. What was your stunt dice?
4.
4, so that's 9, and I got 4, 13. How are you helping? Maybe the thing is pretty tight.
Yeah, if there's anything that's tight, we can grab onto it and
Make me a strength
pop it
might
loose.
check.
What company I got this detail from?
I stunted.
Perfect.
It's too
10, 16, 19, 20, 21.
Damn.
Sorry, what's your stunt dice roll?
5.
5? Okay.
Fuck.
And then Cassie, last but not least, is there anything that you're doing to assist them?
I described what I was doing to assist.
I
She's an
forgot.
extra pair of hands.
Yeah,
An
an
extra
extra pair
hands?
of hands because I'm not threatened by this.
Okay,
stuff.
so make me a intelligence
I'm just doing what I'm
check.
told.
All right, just make me a straight intelligence check.
Okay. I thought it might have been Dex.
Or
but
yeah,
that's okay.
do Dex. Do Dex then.
Cool, I stunted.
Sweet. What's your stunt die?
5.
5. Okay, so with you guys back there, so basically Dakiri has, Drugel has a copy of the schematics pull up and she's describing what to do. Dakiri and Cassie are a little bit more live, a little bit more dexterous, as Bapiap kind of is like, oh no, this one's a little bit touchy, you got that one, you have to rotate that, like he's just trying to guide you guys, and then Tack is like strongly twisting this thing that's about the size of a man's torso. And you guys are able to safely engage the cutoff and disconnect this cooling coil. There's a redundant one, but it is going to take quite a bit longer for the ship to be ready to go back into slip space again. That was a result of your guys' churn, by the way.
Yep.
Now is it 0?
It reduced it by it's back to 0 actually, because you guys it was only at
Because he reduced it by 3. She reduced it by 3.
Yeah.
There we go.
Things
While
don't
all
go
that's going on, if I have my vac suit on, I'm just like on top of a piece of cargo and just like floating small objects. Meditating.
Just practicing. Yeah. You guys got it handled, right? So Bapiap says, well, the good news is we're in the system, and we won't need to be in slip space anymore because now we can use sublight the rest of the way. Bad news is we have to get a new condenser coil at Rijimma.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
That's a shame.
it is a shame. If only we had some wealthy benefactors that, could help with that.
Well, I mean, doesn't this really file under normal wear and tear?
Good, but I'm letting you guys ride for free. Normally I would have to pay a man up front.
Not free. We're doing you a favor, Cap.
Yeah, I guess we should. Maybe we burn that bridge when we get to it. I'm just saying.
Cross the bridge?
Yeah, why are we
burn.
going straight to burning the bridge?
I thought that was the phrase. That's what I was told.
I mean, that is the phrase if you want to burn the bridge.
Cross that bridge. We're gonna keep.
Yeah.
We're gonna remain friends here, right?
Of course, yeah. I didn't know. I
Resting
human told me.
resting my hand on my lightsaber.
A
We're all
human
friends
told-
here.
Yeah.
Be good.
I'm just saying.
That's my life.
Dakiri raises her hand. Cass, it was kind of my fault. So we can take it out of my cut.
What the fuck is wrong with this person? I'm gonna use my psychic ability. You can to send short messages. Because the message is stop.
You hear Drake's voice clear as day in your head, like dripping with emotion.
I've never had this happen before, so you instantly see the Akori like fly into my hands. It's just a reflex. It's not at you, but she's ready.
Just like
And you can see, maybe we just talk about this later. I'm gonna get
put a
us
pin in it. We'll
yeah.
circle back
Who
around.
wants an Ungoy Fizz? we made it safely. And kind of like walks back to the.
The goddamn ungoing fizz.
I want one now. Give me that ongoing fizz.
It's my specialty.
So describe an Ungoy Fizz for me one more time.
It's an alcoholic beverage that is normally served like in one of those like those wide like cocktail glasses.
Okay.
And it is infused with methane to give it like a bubbly, almost effervescent texture, and has a unique flavor to it.
Like acai berry or moss
Methane.
or
Methane flavored.
fart farts.
And then
Cigarettes.
as he's mixing it,
I'll take one.
and he's like got like a you can
That's
see one of his
menthol.
methane canisters, and
Very
he's like,
it's fine. It's the same.
I'm just gonna say that a lot of humans have this misconception that methane smells really bad, but methane by itself is actually naturally odorless. The smell is usually something that people add. in
All
order to
right,
make
let's
it-
just keep our fetishes to ourselves. What the fuck? It's been 14 days. I don't remember. Because you
passing
reduced
out
the
and-
time. And I really appreciate your hospitality, but all the constant mentioning of methane is starting to freak me out.
Well, I do breathe it.
There
You
it
guys
goes
would
again.
be really worried if there was like no oxygen in this room.
So like I put dry ice in a cup, kind of bubbly, or
A little bit.
a little bit. Tastes fine. Tastes good. Doesn't make the breath smell. Uses a little bit of methane from the
God damn it.
distributor.
Jesus.
That's there in the corner. Yeah. So I would say that with the reduced speed, it's going to take about 8 to 16 hours to get to the planet of Rijimma.
Okay.
After a little while, Bap Yap has gone back up to the Cat Bap. Damn it, Bap Yap was another one.
I
Cat Bap
know.
goes back up to the captain's quarters and he says,
Hey guys. I don't mean to alarm you at all, but I'm just, I know we just got through that last what you could call hazard or
Yeah.
encounter.
Yeah.
I'm reading a ship. It's kind of a ways off, but they seem to be moving on what I would call an intercept course.
It's not like
Yeah.
a Sangili Corvette, is it?
No, it's much smaller. It looks much smaller than that.
Sangili official business kind of
It doesn't. It looks like. Hold on. Let me read it.
can anyone who wants to man a terminal can actually try to pull up information on
I
the ship.
will do whatever it's
Sure.
computer things.
Sure. Or maybe let's have Nakiri do it, because she was oftentimes in like the pilot seat.
Okay.
Perfect.
I pull
Yeah,
it up.
just roll me an int check and add your pilot bonus.
10 plus 11 plus 13.
13, that does do it. So you are able to read about 2,000 kilometers out. There is a Sarakan Customs Authority ship, the SCC-1727, is what its transponder reads.
Okay.
And it is
thing.
clearly, Sarakan are the reptilian aliens that own the planet of Rijimma. And what she had read, they have a station on that transfer station. They have an
Right.
office on
And
that transfer
the
station.
Sarakan are the lizard ones?
Yeah,
Yeah.
reptilian, yeah.
Reptilian, yeah.
Yeah, like more humanoid than not. Like
Right,
they look
yeah.
like they look almost like humans with prosthesis on.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But the our contact is part Sarakan, right?
the contact.
My military contact who
No,
gave us the job.
No, she's
I thought you said she was part. Never mind.
No.
Was she
no,
part?
Dobby or whatever was the Sarakan, right?
right.
The guy we're hunting.
The guy
Oh.
Durzo is
Yeah.
Sarakan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like
So
Dobby.
to tie them
Dobby.
together,
Wow.
so Sarakans and humans often can be found together because
Yeah.
they can interbreed and they have a history together. So Durzo is apparently running from human space to Sarakan controlled space. So and you have just picked up a Sarakan Customs Authority. He brings the ship up on the main view screen. You can see that its hull shines with a kind of a muted blue-gray hue as its passing form blocks out the stars behind it. The measurement reads out about 50 meters. It's roughly the same size as the light transport that you guys are currently in. but however in stark opposition to the boxy and utilitarian frame of your ship. This one has a very aerodynamic and symmetrical frame with twin wings that extend past the bridge, giving it an aggressive look. The view screen is somewhat jerky as it struggles to keep up with the quick-moving target at such a high degree of zoom. It's still at what would be considered long range, but it's clearly going to intercept with you guys at some point soon.
Cap, is there anything we need to know about your cargo?
I mean, you guys are it. I'm serious. Do I need to know anything about you guys?
No, I think we're all good here. I mean, everything's on the up and up, right?
No outstanding warrants, right?
I'm in the corner, and I'm just
Not
going to
this
get kind of big. Because I can hide you. I can just become like a giant sheet and hide you in the corner.
Yeah. I'm not wanted in this one, I promise.
Drugel, can you validate that ship is what we think it is?
Sure.
Just not.
Check it against the registries.
Throw me an intelligence technology
It doesn't
check.
have all the plating ripped off, leaking radiation.
Ooh, double threes.
She's stunted.
Let's see, that's 6 plus 6 is 12, plus another 6 is 18. Plus, so this will be a knowledge check, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you'll give me extra information.
Oh yeah.
And then I
'Cause the
stunted
talent.
with knowledge-y things. I don't know. I've got 6 stunt points, so pick something fun.
6 stunt points.
Breakthrough, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
breakthrough. Sure.
Breakthrough or down the rabbit
Yeah,
hole.
breakthrough is basically like, fucking tell me what's going on right
Yeah.
now.
Breakthrough is 5.
Let me Kool-Aid Man my way through this intellectual wall.
Correct, that's right.
There we go. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, 2 words.
It
Perfect.
is. Wait, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Oh yeah.
It never gets old.
It doesn't
So you
actually.
hear this coming from her. It's coming from True Pulled Up. So you're basically cross-referencing the transponder of the Seracan ship, and basically again using kind of like fuzzy logic, just looking for spurious correlations. You're able to see that this is a legitimate customs ship. However, there was an APB put out 24 hours ago that it hadn't reported in after one of its forays.
The ship is legitimate, the crew's not.
So with that, you hear ding ding. You can see like
They're hailing us.
ding ding.
It's a trap.
Should I take that?
It's a trap.
Do you guys want to get this? I'm not really good with this.
I'll take it in a
Take it.
second.
Take it.
You were
Take
gonna
it.
say?
I was gonna say, take out the crew, return the ship, ride as heroes, win money.
I like it. All right.
I'm gonna
I
I'm gonna do one thing really quick. Go in here. Where's the?
Oh, I have a 2-hour commute in the morning. Oh no.
Brutal.
We're almost done here.
Can you obscure the visual for me before I answer this?
Obscure the visual.
I'm asking the techie, I think.
Oh. Okay.
Unless you have a thing they can do.
Yeah, I can. I can create a double of you, like through Figment, basically.
I basically want to make it difficult for them to see what I
Yeah.
look like.
You could literally just
Just
connect
add
it via
static.
audio only.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I guess I'll do that.
Or you could just connect it, and I can stand in front of you, and they can look like, and I'll just open my mouth.
I just meant like
Yeah,
I just meant it to be like a fuzzy, like poor connection, as if
I like that one. I like the first
I
response
have-
better.
That's the
I
ticket.
have communication deception.
Oh my
This is the
god!
ticket. This is the ticket. This is our plan. This is where we look.
Wow!
Cat
Wow.
kind of like
All right, we're
he
doing
like
this.
scrambles
We're all
over the
liars
side,
here.
and he gives you a thumbs
He's
up
ready.
as Drugel kind of plants herself in front of the view screen,
Jeez.
and the
With
connection
my fingers together.
the connection shifts. You can see what appears to be it's a Seracan male sitting in an officer's uniform.
Mm-hmm.
He leans on the armrest of his chair, as he studies you. He's got a long scar on his forehead, ending just above his right eye. And he says, Nuria. And Nuria is the name of the ship that you guys were on. You would have learned that. Catbat told you all about where the name came from. He says, this is Captain...
From the Methane. Right.
This is Captain Nurza
It's a
of the
famous
Sarakan
red from his
Customs
planet.
Authority. We're going to need your flight plan and bill of lading.
Captain Who
Transmit them
from
now.
what did he say?
This is Captain Nurza of the Sarakan Customs Authority.
They're asking for flight plan and bill of
He's looking
lading,
at you.
right?
Yeah.
This is great.
This is ridiculous. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see.
Talk
What
to
am I gonna
her.
say?
She'll answer.
That's right. Oh, for
I'm talking to you.
fuck's sake. All right.
As he studies your amorphous form, he leans on a chair. Can you hear me? This is Captain Nurza of the Sarakan Customs Authority.
Thinking. Alexis is trying to figure out how to
I
respond.
know, this is like tension.
Shush! Stop. All right. So, is there some sort of military protocol that I'd be familiar with that usually happens?
She's not
in
answering.
this? I'm asking the DM.
You're asking the DM? I mean, yeah, normally you respond, you transmit your stuff.
Right.
You might be chosen for a random inspection,
Uh-huh.
or they might let you go. That's common knowledge, I'm saying.
Yeah. But more of how they should be conducting themselves.
Oh, roll me an intelligence security or tactics check.
I'll do the tactics. Okay. That's a thing I rolled. 9.
Can I help?
I would say not on this one. You're like,
Way to roll low.
you're like, I'm familiar with the way that things are done in the Crawley Obispo and the UA. I'm not really familiar with Sarakan customs. Maybe this is okay. You know that they're a privately owned organization. Like the Sarakan are huge on capitalism.
Filthy capitalist.
Kind of like the Ferengi.
One of them.
It says, so that's what you know
Okay.
as he studies.
Sorry, it's my first time in, it's my in this area. I wasn't familiar with these protocols. What exactly are you looking for again? I'm playing dumb a little.
That's fine. I need
They both have to roll deception.
exactly. I need both of you to roll me perception. Alexis, you're
Deception, right?
deception. Sorry, deception, not perception. Alexis, you're aiding, so if you succeed.
How many of us have a focus in deception? We're all liars here.
So I have to beat 10, right, to succeed?
Just tell me what your total was.
Okay. My total is 13.
Okay.
8.
And my stunt die is 5.
Okay, 5. So you add 5 to her total roll.
13.
13. So, yeah, so he's looking, he's
Say
like,
something.
he kind of crosses his arms and like arches an eyebrow, and you mimic what he does. He says, we need your flight plan and bill of lading. Transmit them now. Can you understand me?
We're
do you
just
speak
heading
basic?
in. We have no bill of lading because we don't have any cargo. It's just us.
Then your flight plan would be fine. You do have a flight plan, don't you?
Are we able to send a false flight plan?
He actually created a real one because you weren't going there under any illicit
Oh,
purposes.
okay. All right.
Yeah,
But we were gonna go into a different dock. Is
that
my
doesn't
point.
matter.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
like the destination says the one transfer station that's there. You could turn at the last street
Right.
and
Okay.
go.
All right.
Yeah. So you reach down and you know how to work a system. You send it over. And he says,
While it's being sent, how
"This is the
how
best."
you doing?
Are you feeling okay?
I'm just making small talk while we send our flight plan according to your request.
Please hold, and you can see him cut the connection, like seemingly annoyed.
What kind of a state do we see everything in on the ship?
You could
Does
have been
anything
looking
seem
at it from
awry?
the side. Roll me a perception check. Anyone who is watching, I could say, you guys were all probably kind of huddled off screen looking.
I was focused on him and
Got it.
trying to figure out when she was going to talk. Because if my lips moved at the same time.
I stunted.
Okay.
I have a total of... Okay, this is perception,
This
right?
perception seeing, yeah.
So... 13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you get, Kitty?
Just an
Stunt, I
8.
have 5.
8. Okay. Alexis, so you were kind of there, like, as you were talking, you were trying to look around.
Investigation
You noticed that for a military uniform, that his outfit did not seem to fit very well.
Yeah. So, I have 5 stunt points.
Yeah?
Oh,
I could
no.
do...
Breakthrough!
I can do
Here comes
breakthrough.
the
I was actually gonna say,
That other word. Yeah. We're up to like 11.
I have intuition maybe,
Sure, what's intuition?
and lucky break, I would think. So
For success.
that's right. So intuition says the GM reveals a fact about the object of your test you could not have noticed or deduced simply by interacting.
That's perfect, actually.
Lucky break. So that's 2 points, and then 3 points for a total of 5. Lucky break says this test leads fortuitously to putting 2 and 2 together later. Treat one irrelevant focus as a tangential one on the next test you make to unlock a lead related to this test.
Okay. So I would say, with those things combined together, the information you have, you notice, like, you're studying and it's like, man, his uniform doesn't really fit, and you're sitting there, like, racking your brain about, like, Siracan military theory, because they're not entirely alien to you, and you realize you're studying his uniform, and you're looking at the pips on the collar, or the collarbone, and you're like, wait a minute, 3 pips, that's a commander's uniform, that's not a captain.
Mm-hmm.
The person that they identify themselves as a captain, but they're not even wearing a captain's uniform.
If you say something out loud, as I'm sending them information, can I try to get into their system so I can stop their ship?
He cut the connection before, like, and this was like you were reading this as you were talking to him, and now it's like dead air silence on your guys' end, and so you're kind of mulling that over, and you're like Sherlock Holmesing it.
Yeah. So I'll fill them in, and I'll say, so if we do want to, like, do the thing, we have some confirmation to do the thing.
I don't know. Get him to board. That's
I'm
what they
going
want
to
do.
grab my hammer and start walking my way over to the rings.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And just nod to Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are
Can
gearing
we-
up basically for a fight.
Can we make it look like we have falsified our flight plan?
You'd already sent it, but it's okay because the you get hailed again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm the board.
Yeah.
Fucking
So he
massacre.
opens back up. He says, "Nuria, this is Captain Nurza. You've been flagged
clear
for
now?
you've been flagged for an inspection as of Trade Regulation A666. Power down
Shit.
and don't deviate from your current course, or you will be fired upon."
Get him to board.
There's really no need for this. Just continuing to act shifty.
And he says, "Nuria, power down your engines. Do not raise your shields. You will prepare to be boarded." He says,
Do like rings or what do you got?
He says, "Nuria, we're in like so." After several minutes, I'm going to describe this because we're about to wrap up. This is actually really perfect, and I'm loving how this is going. So you see this.
I'm over here too.
You see the ship moving from. It was 2,000 kilometers away, and it moves kind of like slowly with like a piece of predator stalking its prey, like kind of eyeing it up. As it kind of floats closer to you, he says, "Nuria, we're going to ring an inspection team over to your ship. Please have one of your crew members stand in the ring. They're going to come over to our ship as collateral to make sure that you guys don't try something funny." He says, "And don't get any cute ideas like sending something like a grenade over. You're just going to piss us off, and we're going to have to vent you into space." He says, "The crew will be ringing over in 1 minute."
Drake, are you still wearing your vac suit?
Yeah.
They wouldn't see this because the slip drive is broken, but I juiced the slip drive to vent that gas into the cabin of of the ship.
Oh.
Oh.
See,
Yeah.
I also never mind. That's good. We can save what I've got for a different time then.
So what was that? You're saying you think
So the
there's
gas that was given that we were not breathing in when we were fixing the ship, that was coming from the slip drive. So I would know that by throttling the slip drive, it's going to vent more of that gas into
Yeah,
the
because
ship.
she was venting it out of the ship. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So you could like crank it on and start pumping gas back into the ship. Yeah, you could do that if you wanted to.
So once we I do know you go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna put my vac suit on if that's the plan.
Yeah.
Once we swap, are we going to be able to get in? Like, their shields have to be down for the swap, right?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay. So then, can we get into their ship?
So basically, the way this works,
Yeah.
so the rings,
Yeah.
they basically swap whatever is there. So when they transport on, whatever is standing in the rings on your ship will end up over there.
Okay.
And so they're saying like basically one of you guys stand in the center of the ring, you're coming over here as collateral.
And how many people do we think are leaving? How many people do we see?
I see this coming.
Going to conjure a figment in the center of the
Yep,
circle.
there it is.
Oh.
There it is.
Mhm.
Yes.
An illusion using the power.
Awesome.
And will
But I
it
mean, wouldn't
transfer
it
to
make
the other
sense
ship?
to have somebody on the other ship to like?
Or do you want to go and wreck ship?
I will go over and
Okay, then
wreck
you
ship,
just
and
go
then
and
we
wreck
have
ship.
somebody that can start ringing people
Okay,
over
sure.
once you guys clean out.
Sure.
But how large a crew do we assume that they have?
Whatever.
I will say,
They're gonna swap.
you know, and this would be common knowledge, you're like eyeballing the ship. A ship like that could be run by as little as 4 normally.
Okay.
Could have a crew of like 18 to keep. Like if it was a normal Sarakan ship, it would have like 18 people to keep it occupied all the time.
So we're looking at somewhere between 4 to 18 people.
Yeah.
And they are going to ring at least some of them
an
over.
away team, yeah.
Mhm.
So do
Which
two
means
of
you
us-
might be left with like, I don't know, 10 people over there?
So
could
do
do it.
two
What
of
is
us
tackle?
want to go over?
2 could.
No.
I don't want
I
to
mean,
do that.
if
I'll go over.
Oh.
I got.
Tack
We
over.
have this.
Tack over by
Okay,
yourself.
alright.
It's
We
gonna
have
work
this.
out.
It'll be
Okay.
This
fine. I'm not
is-
worried.
It's happening again.
DR7.
Yeah.
All
you
right.
couldn't possibly die.
He'll be fine. They
I'll be
will be
fine.
fine.
Yeah,
So
they'll be fine.
Tack walks over, like straightening up the last pieces of their black and orange armor. Like not really a neck to pop, but they're 4 like Goro like arms
Yeah.
out, shield.
So all 4
heavy
arms
ammo.
out with my.
You have your
armor now.
shotgun too.
Yep.
So
I got my
You're gonna-
heavy,
lugging a
my
shotgun
armor
with 2
and
arms.
my shotgun.
I'm
and
gonna
my power
hand you
hammer.
my smoke grenade. I don't know if you're gonna need it, but I'm gonna hand it to you.
I might start with that.
It's just
He's
smoke.
got blind sight.
I
It's
do.
only smoke,
Yeah.
so.
That's
Um,
fine. I have blind sight. I'm
You
unaffected by it.
basically
Yeah.
go back to the engine room and start venting that gas back into the area. Cat Bat like reaches under and pulls out a little directed energy pistol. And says, well, I guess we're doing this. And that is where we're gonna call it.
Oh, this is gonna be great. We're gonna be over there wrecking
I'm so ready
in
for
their
it.
ship. It's gonna be like swapping.
Oh God!
This is all of us in the van dominating.
Right.
This was
that's right.
awesome.
Oh,
God, this was so fun, guys.
So good.
yes.
All right.
All right.
Make
so,
sure you're entered the giveaway. You must
Yes.
be
Yeah.
following
Last chance
and
for
you
the
must
giveaway.
use exclamation point and then the word space.
Yep.
And we're quick, join the giveaway now before we do our wrap up and we do the giveaway.
You too can have your electronic copy of the Expanse by our friends at Green Ronin.
Yeah, we'll be giving
That's
away
right.
a copy for the next 5 weeks, every single night. We'll
And
be-
you too can have fun like this at home.
Who knows? We might even have more stuff to give away.
Yeah.
That's
never
right.
know here at Dice
That's
Priority.
right. That's
Yeah.
right.
We do have our
No.
50 follower giveaway coming up soon.
Yeah.
That's
50
right.
subscriber giveaway.
50
subscriber.
Jeez. 50
Which is something we
subscribers.
did the first month.
Also a 500 follower.
And by the way,
Yeah.
I saw people talking about the memes earlier, and that just actually made me feel
Almost
Aw.
every single day for like almost a year
It's
now. They're
nonsense.
insane.
So well earned. Yeah, those are
Yeah,
amazing.
it's so good.
I mean, yeah. I think everything we've done over the last year has just been nonsense.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Amazing.
amazing. Okay, well, giving everyone maybe like 1 more minute to get joined in on the giveaway.
We
and
could
then
go
can
around
go.
and talk about our favorite moments.
Yeah, let's do that. Do we want to start? I think Rob is doing something tech based, or are you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let's start with Rob. We'll go like this.
The whole Yes, the deception.
That makes me so happy.
So perfect.
That was pretty great.
That is great. How about you?
I love the stunt on stunts on
That
stunts.
we're never gonna be able to do again because this is why
Because
we
it's
don't
why you
allow
can't
it.
do it.
Double
Joseph,
team! Double team!
Joseph Carricker
Double team.
literally
Lightning
telling us
attack,
in chat
double
one. He's
You
like,
can't
hi, I
stunt.
designed this system. Please stop what you're doing.
Please stop.
You cannot stunt on a stunt.
But we
Stop
did it
it.
anyway. It was awesome.
He's like, you know what? We're gonna rescind.
Yeah,
the
they write a
giveaway."
cease and desist letter.
Please stop using
Oh,
our
that
name.
was so good.
How about you, Matthew?
That
So
was
good.
definitely my favorite, but I will also say I enjoyed the moment where we all chatted about like the source and the power and stuff. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I love that I have a shtick. Just 2 words. It'll be great. No, it's fun when we were doing the first fight that everyone was very successful at all the things that they wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like being able to hit stuff or shoot stuff or shield stuff. It was good. It was fun that was effective, and this system really facilitates that.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
So, I loved all this. I love the stunts, but I think what made me laugh was that one scene with Drugal with they love.
Yes!
The escape scene where they turn around and like wave goodbye to each other. Maybe we should do some kind of fundraise for all Drugal one time.
Yes.
Some kind of goal.
They were produced by Budding.
We should have some kind of goal
Just
on this.
imagine if Moon Moon was smart. That's what's
Yeah.
happening over
Yeah,
here.
it's so good.
How about you, Chase?
I loved all of those scenes. I actually really did appreciate like the whole live wire. I thought that was really inspired.
Mhm.
I liked the combat and how it felt. I will say though, the thing that I really liked is that how much people liked Cap Bap. Like that was
The best among us by a wide margin.
That's right. It's true.
And,
Yes.
like,
If he dies, we will raise him.
We'll fire you.
Right.
awesome.
Fire.
Cool. Well, how do we do this giveaway, guys?
We.
I don't know, Rob does it.
I don't know.
Then we draw.
The winner of this
It's like 30%
is
of the channel. I don't know. Rob does it.
Jacks.
Honey
Jax.
Jack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that came from I think the Wormwood
Wormwood.
thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
they loaded, yeah.
wonderful.
Yay.
Thanks, Honig Jax.
Well,
Awesome.
we will DM you, and we will get the deets over to you for the giveaway.
We'll be doing this again next week with another giveaway next
Yeah.
week. So if you didn't win today and you want to, make sure you're here next
More
week.
chances coming.
Same place, same time, and to the giveaway then.
And one little thing, if you guys want to watch like the prequel episode to this,
Yeah.
it's up on YouTube.
The
It's
Elysium
actually-
Dream.
Yeah,
on
Elysium
our
Dream.
Dice Priority YouTube. And thank you again, Wormwood Gaming, for the raid.
Yes, thank you
And
so
Quinn
much.
For everyone.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
Cool.
an epic night.
And
so good.
Should we end with the intro video just so that people
Yeah.
can see it because it's so
It was.
good?
It's so sharp.
All right, and how do we raid? Like, do I just?
/raid channel name.
I can
/raid.
type it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me how to do, and then.
Should we do?
Just play the intro and she'll raid.
Yep.
Thanks,
We're gonna
guys.
raid after this. We love